Congrats on 1,000 subs. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we did it, man. 1,000 subs, dude. It's 1,000 of you wanting to see some content. Don't know why you're here though. That doesn't make much sense.
Hello, my streamer.
Young Dean with the 27 months, bro. We're on the edge of your seat for your content. Still waiting on the Subnautica VOD? I know, bro. I know, man. Is Alex Extra the new main channel? I mean, it's pretty much going to turn into that. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, until I feel like, yo, I'm going to upload on main, which has not happened in the past several years. I mean, I uploaded one video like a year ago or something, but it'll probably exist as just my channel where I actually don't care or whatever, and I just upload. Did I manage the channel myself, or is it an editor? No, it's all myself. You look tired today? I didn't even turn the webcam on yet. Yeah, it's all me right now. I mean, people have suggested editors and stuff, but the problem that I have with editors is like, I don't know. It's just I have there's a certain way that I like videos to be, and I just don't think like, I don't know. Not all editors get it. You know, usually you have to like teach an editor like how you want your videos to appear, and it's just a lot of work. And like if the video is not doing great, it's like, you know, I mean, you obviously still have to pay him regardless. It's just whatever. So I enjoy the process anyway. If for me, it's kind of like I'm having fun editing, so I'm okay. Your edits have been quick recently too, so not even your usual style. Yeah, they're just kind of like, I mean, I just want to get the video out there, get the general point out. So I've condensed a lot of it, yeah. I am just a dude. I just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I was worried. I was like, if this person doesn't let us know who they are, we're going to have a problem. I have a Facetune experience. I can make you look snatched. I don't know what that means, but is Wheel actually dead? Yes, for the fucking 17th time in the past, like, week. The wheel is on hold, all right? Can we just get rid of the wheel emote? Can the wheel emote just be like a skeleton or something? So when people type in wheel, it's just a skeleton emoji? Just saying, because like even having an editor, they won't be like copying your old way, so it'll be like a whole extra thing. Add the Dark Souls wheel, like Pinwheel, like Pinwheel from Dark Souls. That's funny. Yeah. Jay Snowy, thank you so much for the prime. Yeah, I mean, like, television killed the wheel, right? It's just like the wheel is unsustainable. It hasn't been enjoyable since like Dave the Diver. There's too many games on it. When there's a game that comes up, people immediately skip it. It's just been kind of like a dreading experience. So I wanna have it be fun for myself and also for you guys. So we're gonna run it back. And on hold means most likely on hold indefinitely. Yeah, dude. Sure. Like, what do you want me to? What do you want me to fucking say, dude? Like, do you want me to sit here and be like, you know what? You're right. Well, we're never gonna do the wheel ever again, as long as I fucking live. Okay? Is that the answer that you want? Oh man, the wheel, it's gonna be gone forever. Yeah, okay. Did you have a game on it or something? Was that what it is? Just tell me what the fucking game was, because I guarantee you, if I just play the game, you won't give a fuck about the wheel anymore. Half the people complaining about the wheel, it's just for the pure fact that one of the 10 games they added in the Discord thread weren't played. Okay? That's why. And guess what? When that game comes up and we play it, that game gets fucking skipped anyways. It just gets skipped. So it's like, what's even the point? Oh, dude, bring back the wheel, man. You gotta play this game. I play the game gets skipped. Oh, fuck. Yo, Unc, you should put that game back on the... The amount of people that have told me I should put a game back on the wheel is crazy, by the way. Like, actually, like, insane behavior. Yo, Unc, put the game back on the wheel. I just played it last night. Yeah, but, like, you should put it back on the wheel. There's 100 games in the wheel. But, bro, trust me, man, it's good. What do you want from me, man? Anyways. Monster Hunter real, but still no wheel. You know how shitty, like, the wheel videos would be? Like, unironically? Do you know what the fucking Evil Within 2 video would be? It would be 30 seconds. It would be me going into settings, the game chugging because it was running on my, like, fucking PC that was in goddamn hospice, and then immediately followed by people just skipping it. Okay? We already got the Jonkler stream. What more could you possibly want? The wheel was a last minute addition anyway, because the goddamn fucking subathon started in September. Unc, I'm not well today. Please take it easy on me. Bro's typing it from bed. He's in bed. Yo, Unc, take it easy on me, man. Had a pretty rough day. Holy shit. Cult of the Lamb vid would go hard. You know what would be bad about Cult of the Lamb vid, though? Is like, it would just be like 3 people get added and then the video's over. Like, it's not even the good part of Cult of the Lamb. You know what I mean? I agree. Cult of the Lamb was fun. Cult of the Lamb was also skipped. God knows for what. Empire of Ants? The goddamn worst game that I played in 2024? Or whatever it was. I don't even remember. What about a second Jonker stream? What about a second timeout for you in the past 2 days? Anyways. Yeah, sorry no wheel. The 5M situation is crazy. What's the 5M situation? Is it Pyrocynical? Or not Pyrocynical, sorry. A Moist Critical video? The 5M situation is crazy. Where is there even like a thing? We should watch some older Morley catches and doing. Gonna stick around and see what you're doing. Hey, I appreciate that sub. Thank you. What a nice chatter. Hey, just recently watching you. Gonna stop by and see what you're doing. That's so nice. Reddit Unc? God damn it. Stop calling me Unc. 5M Reddit. There's not like a video like... This is crazy news, guys. Recently, 5M, which is known for... Like, there's not like a video like that I could just watch. 5M situation is so crazy, no one made a video. I literally am looking up 5M, and it's like, how to install 5M from a year ago. I'm making the most realistic 5M server 2 weeks ago. Trolling the most intelligent 5M cops. Like, what is this? Did you post VOD from last night? Did I forget to? Let me see. I did just now. My bad. I thought I did. Sometimes the publish button gets stuck and I like refresh the page and it times it out. My apologies. I'm sorry. 5 men. Listen, I'm going to time you out for 10 minutes because none of the last 5 things that you have said have been at all interesting or engaging worthy. Let's sit on it for 10 and see if we can come back with like anything tangible that's worth reading. What is this like 5? What's the 5M situation? What are some of the... I'm on 5M Reddit. What are some of the best servers out there? Low FPS servers, max 30 FPS. How can I lower my ping from EU? Is good PC for 5M? Not even the 5M Reddit is talking about the 5M situation. Unc is looking too, man. Is Unc not using eyes? Being ironic about it, by the way. 5M, then team is the end of the URL. So just to be clear, the 5M situation is so crazy. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Reddit. It's on a fucking 5m.team website that I have to like put into my URL. I don't even want to do that. You're making me go to like a third-party website to fucking view the crazy 5M situation. So crazy, no one's talking about it. Is 5M safe from a year ago? Brand new to GTRP. Any advice? 5M servers. I'm gonna look up 5M situation. 5M down. Is 5M down? Article from the 5M dev team about, oh, this is from 10 hours ago, about how they were backstabbed and acquired by Rockstar. What is this? There's 5 comments here. All right, there's a Reddit link. I'll click this. The fall of 5M. The website 5M. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Like, let me get a coffee, dude. I'm so like.
Hey, I keep forgetting I have this Prime sub.
Yo,
it's yours.
I appreciate
Love.
that. 36 months too. Yo, welcome back, Seth. 3 years, man. Thank you, thank you. How kind. Almost at 1,200 subscribers, guys. When we meet that goal, I'll make a YouTube video. I don't know. All right, let me see this. Okay. Yeah, I'll read through this after. Yeah, let me grab my coffee, I guess. Get the stream started. I got some videos I wanted to watch. Voice Critical made like a Rooster Teeth thing. Game Ranks got something out. You know, our usual, and there's an unusual memes as well. So we'll probably get through those, and then I'll probably dive back into some more World. Would have been a lot more, but life caught up. Haha. Don't worry, man. I mean, I've been live every single day. So you know, but there's a VOD channel now, so you can catch up. Relax. Don't out me. Yeah, the channel just hit 1,000 subs, guys. Dive into World, yeah, in 4 hours. Okay, relax. All right. No, I wanted to just record some World. No, we actually got to get through World, because if we don't get through World, like Wilds gonna release, and then I'm gonna like fuck myself over. Wilds comes out in like 10 days, so I got to get through whatever this World thing is, whatever my plan is for it. So unironically, I have to get through it. We stopped raiding in WoW, which is nice, because now I don't have to like care about my Fridays and Saturdays all that much. Also, yeah, that's I'm probably not gonna. I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. Anyways, are you saying you've never played Worlds? Yes, that is what I said just now. I have never played Monster Hunter Worlds in my life. Did you see Rivals laid off their US-based devs? No. Aren't they like a Chinese company though? They laid off their US branch. Do we care? Isn't Marvel Rivals NetEase? Or what is it? Marvel Rivals. Or is it Tencent? Which one? Oh, it's NetEase. Yeah, guys. None of this should be like surprising at all to you. Did you NetEase laid off an entire US division? Wow. NetEase fucked over a bunch of US developers. You should see my face right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, no way. What? Marvel Rivals just laid off a bunch of developers despite the game's huge success because they want to like save a bunch of money on cutbacks? NetEase would do that? What? What the heck? Why would NetEase do that? NetEase, the most ethical video game publishing company, would do that? What the heck? Overwatch 2 may come around again. That's the choices that we have. We have the choices of Overwatch 2 or or Overwatch 2 from China. Like there's with with Captain America. I mean, I don't know, dude. I guess that's our choices. That's what we have to run with, really. Man, we have fucking sunk. We are bottom of the barrel, bro. It is bad. Imagine playing like also Overwatch 2 unironically. Imagine like having a hard day at work, like labor intensive job, and you come home from your 9 to 5 and you're like fucking exhausted. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna load up on my PC. You hit the on button, you load in, and you open up your BattleNet and click Overwatch 2 update and then play. And like, brother, I can't like. Do you realize how bad your life has to be? Yep, time to load in some Overwatch. Gonna lock in Junkrat, and then someone says calls you a racial slur about 5 minutes into your game because they wiped in the first payload push. You play League, you cannot comment. Yo, I actually won my League games today. I fucking popped off. I destroyed these Iron players, bro. They had no idea who they were messing with. They had no fucking clue, bro. They get absolutely annihilated. Still Iron, though? Yeah, unlucky. We're climbing back up to bronze. What'd you play? I've just been playing Irelia. I climbed out of Iron, like, almost basically into Silver with Irelia, but then I started learning other champs, like Kale. I had a good run with Kale. I started learning Quinn. Quinn I entered a bunch, but got better at Quinn. Then I started learning Gwen. Gwen was kind of difficult. So because I was learning champs, I kind of, like, griefed a bit. But then also, yeah, my team was just disgusting. I legit just did what you explained. Why you calling me out like that? You came home from your 9 to 5 and you loaded into Overwatch 2. I'm fucking sorry about that. Your life sounds as sad as me in the morning loading into a fucking League game. Just Teemo Mushroom Strat. I had a Teemo on my team today. I had a Teemo in my game where I was versing Yorick. By the way, Yorick got fucking... This guy got slammed. He had no idea what he was doing. Absolutely no idea. They had Master Yi, they had Yasuo. And yeah, I just fucking nuked these guys out of existence. But I had a team on my team. Guy was beyond useless. First of all, my Jarvan wanted to Q dodge that game. We loaded in, and he's like, "Rip, no one banned Mel. Somebody dodge." And I was like, brother, Mel has got like a 47% win rate. They've nerfed the shit out of this champ like 17 times since last week. You know what he says? This is Iron, by the way. This is why it fucking, like, it's cooked. He says, if you're a good player. And then he says, I think the statistics are wrong. Like, what? This is my jungler, by the way. Unironically types into pregame lobby, I think the statistics are wrong. Huh? The fuck am I reading? What do you mean the statistics are wrong? So that what, the champ has a hidden win rate? Like last week, Mel was S tier, had an insane win rate in every single lane. Riot killed her. This week, she's like ranked D tier for mid lane. This guy's like, yeah, the stats are wrong. Okay, brother. Why not? Dude, your shorts are constantly on my YouTube feed. That's actually interesting too, because I wonder if it's because you're engaging with them or how it works. Because like, see, if I was posting on my main channel shorts, I could see it being on everyone's feed. But like, it's interesting that it's on your feed with like a new channel, quote unquote. Because like I would imagine that the algorithm's like maybe pushing it for more consistent viewership. I'm not exactly sure. The YouTube algorithm is like a whole animal in and of itself. Have you tried out Marvel Rivals already? Yeah, we did like a Marvel Rivals like climb at one point, but we only got to, I think we got to Plat, and then I stopped because other games came out. Then we did the wheel, and it cursed my life. But yeah, we were gonna do like a Marvel Rivals rank climb push, but then yeah, just other things came up. I got less interested in it. et cetera, et cetera. Rivals in the wheel, you're about to be timed out. The only reason I hovered the button is because you're a 7-year sub, and I have a little bit of empathy for you. But yeah, that's interesting. The shorts came up. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'm experimenting with the shorts. Like most of this channel that I'm working on has just been all about like seeing how the YouTube algorithm works, and like kind of getting back into editing and like YouTube as a whole. What helps the most with your channel and algorithm? Just liking and commenting. Yeah, liking, commenting. Actually, I'm not too sure. I think engagement's big. Just click throughs. Like if you see it on your homepage, clicking it lets YouTube know. Okay, like I don't even think you really have to watch it as much anymore. I think if you do watch it, they'll recommend it in other sections. But if you just click through on it, then YouTube says, okay, when this video is on this user's front page, they are likely to click it, which means that this person that's creating the content has a good click-through rate. I think that's how that works. But yeah, there's still like a bunch of other like nuanced things too. It's kind of annoying actually nowadays because like YouTube is so... Yeah, YouTube's just like in a very different place than it was like 5 years ago versus like even when it was 10 years ago, right? Luckily, like I've done a lot of, personal research in this stuff, so I have some idea of how it works. But also the thing with YouTube is they change it and they don't like to tell you what it is. Because if they tell you what the algorithm is, then obviously you'll exploit it, right? And they don't want that to happen. So like you as a creator, one of your roles, unironically, is to figure out how the algorithm works by yourself. And so a lot of the times, like creators sort of like brainstorm and figure it out and blah, 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 blah. I rewatch Couch Up for background noise a lot of times, so I wonder if that's affecting it. Well, you have to understand that like the new channel isn't really associated with Couch Chop. Unless YouTube links the fact that my account is associated with Couch Chop, which would also be kind of weird. I don't think they do that. Because sometimes, for example, there's a creator that will make a car channel and then also a music channel. Does that mean that like their car audience will get their music videos? Likely not. So it's just kind of weird. I think it might be just the fact that Alex is part of like the tags and the search results. So I'm wondering if it's using like Couch Chop Alex and also like this channel Alex, etc. So yeah, there's a bunch like to it. And that's, again, one of the reasons that I'm like looking into it and trying to figure out how it works. I think Shorts has like a really bizarre algorithm too, which like I'm not like, for example, I really don't understand why the Warframe video blew up. I think YouTube just sometimes like to push things out and just see how people respond to it as well. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys like, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. It doesn't like really matter at the end of the day. Like I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. So, but if you do enjoy it and you do watch it, awesome. That's like why it's intended. But I'm not trying to like abuse the system, right? Watch a Ludwig video and I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll donate to a big streamer to watch one of my videos. And then my channel will blow up. Only watch Couch Up on your old channel and your new channel popped up. I see, okay. Back when Kick app was popular and you could join random public group chats, I joined a World HD one that was pretty popular, and the girl who ran it was the main mod, said she was your sister. Yeah, so for some reason, like, there was, like, a really, like, I'm not sure, but an unhinged pocket of Kick members that were, like, fans that were doing really unhinged shit. I don't know why, but this doesn't even surprise me when you mentioned Kick. I've talked about it before. We had a girl on here that was like catfished or something by people that pretended to be me on Kick. And that person, by the way, the person that catfished this girl ended up dating somebody that was like a mutual friend of mine. Like, she was so deep in, like, imagine, so she pretended to be me, got close with a mutual friend from high school that, like, you know, I used to hang out with, was dating him. That's how fucking weird it got, okay? And yeah, she, like, catfished another friend, like, another mutual friend by pretending to be, like, me. So this girl came in here, and it was really fucking weird, because I had to immediately, like, shut it down, because it was, like, basically her story was, like, I'm not sure how to say it, but, like, basically cancel-worthy, all right? Like, the way that she put it in here, she was like, hey, Alex, I recently hung out with Jake at this music show. I remember the good times we had in our Kick group chat, but I was only 14 years old at the time, haha. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had to be like, yo, brother, I had to call up Jake. I did it on stream. I was like, yo, Jake, what the fuck is this? First of all, I never had a kick, number one, for like important piece of information. Two, we never had a kick group chat. And this girl's like, haha, what? And I had to get my friend on here. I had to get Jake on here on stream to be like, yo, what is this story? And yeah, it got even crazier because it turns out that like, the person that she was talking to who was pretending to be me actually was this person that was dating a friend of ours
I remember
in school.
that stream all expensive.
It's fucking weird. Like, huh? Like, it'd be one thing if it was a random fan from across the world that was just like catfishing people as me, which that has happened before. But it's even weird that it was somebody that like we mutually know that pretended to be me in like a kick group chat and was like catfishing other people. Just fucking, yeah. So I'm not surprised that there was a kick group chat where someone pretended to be my sister. The hell? Yeah, I never got kicked because every time I heard about kick, it was always like something to do with like scams. Like, yo, add me on kick. And it was like be somebody getting scammed. So I like never had a kick account. I just didn't bother. It was like one of the social media things I didn't tap into. Kick should have been did a long time ago. That place was wild. Yeah, that's what I heard. Hell yeah, I had Selena Gomez and Beyonce in kick. I'm kind of playa. Alex, I'd be a kick of an investment opportunity. I'm good. It's weird how unhinged it gets even when you're like a micro internet personality. That's me, micro internet personality. What's your demographic looking like? Old, balding, middle-aged men like me. Yeah, so my league game was it was good. My league games were good. After yesterday's deplorable defeat where, by the way, I'm losing more elo than I'm gaining, which is kind of bad, right? Like, I'm only plus 22 elo today, but I was losing minus 30 yesterday. In my like game where I went 22-7 on Quinn and was MVP, I got minus 28. The fuck? I literally had like I had the highest KD, actually second highest, because they're Viger technically 7-5 and 14 apparently is higher KD than me, which is garbage. But yeah, I had insane KD. I had like 70% kill participation. I had like literally our ADCs. I had like 4 times the ADC's damage that game, minus 30'd. The hell? Why the fuck did I get minus 30 in a game where I was literally like nuking these people? I don't get it. I mean, the one hand, it's a compliment. Someone wants to pretend to be you despite you only just becoming up and coming content creator. It really shows the level you're despite being so new. And I think we knock out all the crazy stuff. The future will be pretty chill, so it's a win. No. That's not a sell, what you just said. Yeah, it's really awesome that someone pretended to be me, catfished a girl, got her to like leave her house in the middle of the night, by convincing her that we're meant to be together, and that way her uncle starts sending me death threats through email. Like, yeah, it's really sick. Love that for me. There's no positive side to somebody pretending to be you and then like using that as like leverage. There's nothing positive about it. It's unhinged. That's how people get like fucking hurt in real life. Like, did you hear about that woman that was like, she got catfished by some guy pretending to be Brad Pitt? I'm not joking about it. I don't know, must have like is like one of those like Africa or India scams. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about. And this guy pretended to like be Brad Pitt dying from cancer, and like he would send her pictures of like Brad Pitt in bed and like all this shit, and she ended up sending him like $50,000 or something like that, like thinking that she was helping out the real Brad Pitt like fight cancer. Fucking insane, bro. Do you think Brad Pitt's like, aw? That's really endearing. Someone's pretending to be me dying of cancer and scamming people out of their life savings. He's Brad Pitt. He wouldn't need 50K. Yeah, but he was doing like the... He was doing a little finesse work, you know? Like, yo, my card's being declined. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Was it not 830,000 euros? That's crazy. 830,000 euros, bro? What a fucking heist. That's what every scammer dreams of. That's actually such a heist. Holy shit. Brad Pitt smells bad. Brad Pitt doesn't take showers. What is this, like Brad Pitt's ex-wife or something? Older generations just don't seem to have a grasp on the fact that people are trying to scam them on the internet. Tale as old as time, man. Streamer said the buzzword, everyone. How do people even have that much money and still manage to fall for those things? Because lots of money does not equal very smart. Yeah, a lot of people he's worked with say smells... Dude, I don't fucking know about this. Okay, sure. Yeah, Brad Pitt smells bad. Okay. It's like, sure. I don't know. I never met the dude. I like Brad Pitt in his movie with Morgan Freeman. Smell him, let me know. I've never been less interested in a conversation than somebody talking about how Brad Pitt smells. There are plenty of dumb people that have lots of money. You guys ever seen like lottery winners? There's this whole thing about lottery winners like going broke within like 2 years of them winning like the lottery. You can look it up. It's like one out of every 3 lottery winners will like go broke. It's an actual thing. Yeah, because like again, like money does not equal brains. You know what I mean? Pretty straightforward. What you currently watching? Your mom. Got him, dude. Actually fell for it. Holy shit. Actually cooked them. Question marks? Sorry, that's that may have been too much, right? I may have overdone it. True, knew a friend who won lottery, and yeah, he was broke within 6 months. Damn. That was kind of mean. Aw. Aw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How do you win the lottery and end up with less money? You just overspend. You don't know what you're doing with it. You don't hire an accountant. You start thinking that like your money's infinite. It's like little things over time, but they pile up, you know? You get a bunch of like crazy payments. You start like having to pay mortgage on like several properties or like taxes, insurance. Then you go on like lavish vacations, buy cars, make some poor investments. And then yeah, over time, like before you know it, you know, you go through your money and you stop keeping track of it because you just thought you had an unlimited amount of cash flow. And yeah, give it to friends and family. That's a big one too. A lot of people will like start giving their like friends and family money. Which, to be fair, I would do that too. If I had a bunch of money, I'd probably give some to friends and family. But it's like a double-edged sword, right? Like, how do you, oh man. Like, if, for example, if you got $10 million, just as like a rough example, and you wanted to like, Give it to. Did Alex win the lottery? What's happening, brother? If I won the lottery, you'd not be staring at the starting soon streaming screen. Let me put it to you that way, okay? If you win like $10 million and say like you want to give your family $1 million split between like your mom, dad, and like your siblings, right, or something like that, how would you do it without like it getting weird, right? Because like they would immediately, well, first of all, they would immediately know you won the lottery or something, right? Like you just like how would you do like keeping it low key? We're just customers to him. Yeah, except customers don't sit here like talking about all of my insecurities for hours at a time. Pay their bills. Yeah, so you just ring them up, yo, I'm trying to pay your bills. Like, how do you do that? Trust fund with multiple beneficiaries. Yeah, maybe you seem smart. Maybe you're right. I don't even know what that means. Like, unironically, I don't know what that means. You don't do it without it being weird. Just do it and then let it be weird, or don't do it at all. Well, because they would like ask for more, right? Like you always see it. Like let's say you give your sister like 100K, right? But then your sister finds out you won like 10 million, right? Won't she be like, I mean, I don't know, dude. What if your sister's like, oh, like you won so much, like can I have a little bit more? Like I got kids, I have this, like you know what I mean? Like you would have to be an asshole and be like, no, like I gave you money already, fuck you, right? Like that's the only way. But like, but most of the time people like don't like they have a heart, so they're like, okay, fine, like your family, I'll give you more. Empowerment case, word somehow spread fast through my family, and I honestly think it was because of my granny. It will change your relationship with anyone who knows. Yeah, I feel like it like changes your like it changes your dynamic with your family immediately. Like as soon as your family finds out that like you have millions of dollars, like there's no way they don't like look at you different and start like asking you, right? Like unless they themselves are well off already. Just lie about how much you make and make it seem like you're splitting it 3 to 4 ways. Yeah, but then like I mean, that's still weird. Like I don't know. Some states force you to go public with it too, so you can't even keep it a secret. Yeah, there's like different ways that you can hide that though. Like you can claim it through like a LLC. For example, like there's companies that will like help you set it up so you can claim it on the behalf of like this entity as opposed to like you. You know what I mean? I would never claim about money, but having a huge amount like that would make me so stressed. Yeah, I don't know. I'd give her 3 mil, my mom 3 mil, and the rest of for me, but they can always ask. So you'd give them 3 million, give your mom 3 million, and you'd keep 3 million for yourself. That's really generous. Holy shit. If you won 10 million, you would give like 2/3 of it away to your family. Wow. I feel like most people would not do that. Rich people don't often surround themselves with the best or most responsible people either. Well, it depends how they get their money. And that's just people you know. There could be randoms who would try to take it from you. It's like being really fat in a relationship and then losing the weight. I don't understand what that means. Make them Squid Games for it. My fam ain't the best, so it's easier for me to keep it a secret. That's fair. Yeah, I think most people would keep it a secret. I'm thinking like if I would keep it a secret. I think keeping it a secret's smart. Oh, you know what you could do? You could like Game of Thrones it. Do you know what I mean? So what you do is, okay, so what you do, you go kill your family? No, what the fuck? No. What you do is you sit down with them like privately. So you'll sit down with your like sister. You'll say, "Yo, so like recently I won like money from a like this TV thing, right? I won $5 million from this, like whatever idea I submitted to a TV show. I'm giving you some, like, but don't tell anybody, right? Like I'm going to give you some, and then like I'm going to give the family a little bit here and there, but don't tell anyone. And then you do the same thing with like your like mom. You say, Mom, look, recently there was like this big lawsuit, blah 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 blah. I got like $1 million from this lawsuit, so I'm giving you some, but like don't tell. And then afterwards, like figure out, okay, who decided to like snitch, okay? Because you gave them all information, but different forms of it. So when it comes back to you and you hear like somebody go, oh, like somebody that you didn't, like somebody not in your family that found out you have money, and they're like, oh yeah, like I heard you got money from like a TV show, you'll be like, okay, so the sister is going around telling people this, right? So I can't trust the sister anymore, right? And you do it that way. Okay, that way you'd be like, well, if you're going to go around telling people that I have all this money, I can't really trust you anymore, unfortunately, sister. Okay, so if you need money in the future, go ask like mom and dad for it. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that. At least it would help like get rid of like the problem actors like in your family. So you test them. Yeah, but just because like I said, like I think money changes people, right? I'm just here for the Monster Hunter, man, not how to deceive my family and friends. That's not fucking deceiving your family and friends, bozo. It's called a loyalty test after you acquire a large sum of wealth to see who in your family actually gives a shit about you. Because like people change when they find out, like unironically, guys. No, I'm like being very serious about this. People in your family will change if they find out you have a bunch of money. It happens all the time. Because you'll have like cousins calling you up. You'll have like I'm not necessarily grandparents, because I mean maybe it depends. Maybe like step parents, like mother-in-law, like all these like different things will happen. What about trying to hide it from your family? Well, it's tough because like, for example, let's say that like someone in your family's sick, right? And like it costs a lot for them to get treatment for it, but you can afford it. So do you not pay it because you're keeping it a secret, LOL? Isn't that kind of fucked up? And then like they die, right? They couldn't afford the treatment, but at least you kept the secret. At least no one in your family found out that you're a secret millionaire. And then you give them like cheap presents and you just keep your, I don't know, frugal lifestyle as long as your family doesn't know that you have money. When do you like reveal it? Ever? Like if you have wife and kids and all of a sudden you move, your family's like, oh, where'd you move to? Oh, in a mansion. You don't move into a mansion. You just keep living in an apartment. You just never tell anybody, actually. You don't even tell your wife, right? Or your husband. You like just have a secret bank account, and then when you get married, you have you have a shitty pour. You just keep it a secret your entire life. Never spend it. Is that what is known as acting broke to stay rich? I guess. You don't even tell yourself. Yeah, you just... And then you yourself get sick. You don't even spend the money on yourself. You just fucking die. And you have this bank account sitting with millions. And like your husband, like... it's like, so, your wife passed away. Yeah, she did. She was ill with looks like a very rare liver disease. Yeah. She left some belongings. Yeah, I mean we lived together some. I obviously have most of her stuff, like her dresses in the closet and stuff like that. I'll probably donate those to Goodwill. Sure. But we also have here a bank account with her name. What? Yeah, it has over $10 million in it. Wait, what? Yeah, it looks like she didn't really touch it all that much, but obviously since you're her partner, like it's going to you. Actually, no, better yet, it's dead set up as a trust fund. So even your family can't touch it. Yeah, so we found out that she has a bank account worth $10 million. Really? Yeah, but unfortunately, it's going to an estate. An unknown estate. I can't really divulge the information, but basically you don't have access to it. So wait, so my wife had $10 million in a secret bank account that she never spent, And then even in her like time of death. Correct. We struggled last month to cover the car payment. Yeah, it's kind of fucked actually. Pretty surprising that, because usually, I mean, I had to get a second job. Yeah. She really kept it a secret. She did. What? Yeah. Did she plan to spend the money? I don't know. I don't really know what the plan here was. It seemed like there wasn't really a plan. And so I don't know where this money's going to go. But pretty cool, right? What? It seemed like she had the idea of a plan, and then it just kind of like she forgot, I guess. And the checking account with 2 is 0% interest. She wanted the family to have a real life experience. That'd be so cooked. Skull-building character having a bunch of money would make life too easy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Having a bunch of money would make life too easy. That's why I would rather be broke to get the real life experience. Unironically, people telling themselves that. What in the hell? What if I've invested 10 million into 2 altcoin? As long as you did it before the rug pull, you should be fine. There was plans to. She had the idea of a plan. Why didn't she pay for her hospital treatment? Why was it that part of it? Because then the jig is up. What do you mean then the jig is up? What do you mean the jig is up? Yeah, because I mean, if she paid for these very expensive plans, like the hospital thing, then everyone would know she's rich. The fuck? So she died as a bit? Pretty good, right? No! What the fuck? Had a call with my BFF about winning the lottery and how she wanted an island. I told her I'd buy her one, and I won thinking a legit island, but she wanted a kitchen island. Honestly, that's kind of a W, friend. You ask your friend, if I won the lottery, what would you want me to get? And they say, like, I don't know, like a kitchen island. Like a... Wait, so if I won the lottery, you'd want like a marble slab? Or it could be like polished granite too. I'm not really picky on it. Yeah, sure. That's it? Like a new microwave oven would be kind of neat too. Yeah, I got you, dude. Wait, I should just get that for you for Christmas. What do you... What? I'm not asking you what you want for your birthday gift. I'm saying if I won the lottery, what would you want? Oh, yeah, like... Like a pool deck. Sure. Honestly, fuck it. I'd deck out all my one best friend if I won. That's nice. I'd buy a lifetime sub for Alex's Twitch channel. How much is a lifetime sub? Is it like 100 years? I'll probably stream less than 0% of that. How much would that be? 6 times 12 times 100. That's $6,000. At like 100 years. You can finance that now if you want. I'd buy 100 Lego Death Stars and combine them into one giant Death Star. Is school out? What's going on? Ask Faith. She's paid for that. True. I would want my student loans to be paid. Can I be grandfathered? What's up, Faith? Yes, Faith. You can be grandfathered into a lifetime sub. Faith, what have you been playing recently? I gotta check your... I feel like you have a cursed game selection. Why is your favorite game called Save Jesus? Recent activity. You recently played train station renovation. What the fuck is train station renovation, Faith? What is that? It's fun. We have so many. Why do you have like 20 hours in train station renovation? You've been playing Mahjong a lot. That's so funny. How many hours do you have an Ant game? Like 6. Train station renovation rolls off the tongue. Yeah, I like Faith's game selection. Faith plays hella games. House Flipper 2. Escape Simulator. What the hell is Cheeky Chooks? You only played Cyberpunk for 3 hours. Cookie Clicker, but chickens. Okay. I didn't realize how much BDO you played. Why do you have so many BDO hours? It was fun. Oh, God. That's a lot. I saw someone that had 11,000 hours in Timberman. That reminds me, I gotta do that fucking series I've been talking about doing forever, man. I gotta do it. It's the one where I interview people that have 10,000 hours in like specific games. I'm really interested in doing that. I have a bunch of stuff set up for it. I mean, maybe I could do it now with the extra channel. I don't even care who does it. It doesn't have to be like anyone that's like a fucking celebrity or whatever, like gamer. Like it just could be anybody. Do you have 10,000? Do you have any 10,000 hours? No, actually I don't. I have the most I have right now is Final Fantasy 14. I have 7,000 hours, but I do spend a lot of time AFKing in it. So I don't know if it like really counts. Counter-Strike I had 3,000 hours. Guild Wars 2 I have 1.2. Warframe I have 1,000. But like Steam kind of accumulates them weirdly. Yeah, CS:GO I only had 3,000 hours in CS:GO before I stopped like playing it. I would have a lot more obviously if I kept playing it, but I didn't. LOL. I left my game on overnight a bunch. I have 10,000 hours in Frogger the Great Quest. If you guys like know people like that have 10,000 hours, it doesn't have to be like, I mean, as long as they're not fucking like racist or something, because I obviously don't want to like interview somebody that's like unhinged, some like fucking cringe like psychopath on Twitch. I'd like to actually talk to some of these people that have like, we had somebody on here one time because I actually did do a run of it where I talked to a guy that had like 10K hours in Isaac. Do you remember that? And he like explained how he plays Isaac like Isaac Rebirth. Like he plays Isaac like just once a day. At this point, like he has all these hours. He talked about his favorite runs. Like it was actually really interesting. Like stuff like that's, I don't know. I enjoy stuff like that because the 10,000 hours parameter is just like they always say that to be considered an expert in a field, 10,000 hours is sort of the required amount, right? So like 10,000 hours of playing a guitar, you could be considered an expert. 10,000 hours of flying, you could be considered an expert, right? So like 10,000 hours in like one video game is crazy to me. Like 10,000 hours in Binding of Isaac, yeah, that's wild. I got 10,000 hours in NHL. Like all the NHL games, or just one specific NHL game? Dark RP, Elevator Sandbox. I'm not sure. Those are kind of like MMO-y. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant on MMOs, because it's pretty obvious why like an MMO would consume a lot of time. But I'm very interested in like really single player games, because it's easy to spend time in Roblox just sitting there like doing nothing, talking to people. Same thing with VR chat. But if you have 10,000 hours in like a single player game, that means that you avoided like all social aspects and are purely like playing it for the game itself. Not to sit there and like hang out with friends and just AFK in a lobby like Warframe, but you spent 10,000 hours being at least, I don't know, mildly productive in the game. I mean, even something like Stardew Valley. 10,000 hours in Minecraft? Well, technically Minecraft has servers and like, I don't know. Updated games I also think are a little different. Because Minecraft, you can do a lot with it, you know? Make a short advertising for people with 10K hours to submit their games they've done this and contact them. Yeah, I could do it. I just have a lot on my plate right now. I'd like to do another like run of it, though. At some point, I'll set up a scene here on my OBS, because I do have like a specific scene for this, like my podcast scene. But I would like to I would like to, I guess, do that at some point. I think it could be interesting. I probably have 10,000 over all the COD games. Yeah, but like again, it's like series. Like the series we don't count. You know, unfortunately, it's like I have 10,000 hours over like every FIFA game that has come out since I was 14. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you do, but that's not really the point. You should talk in Stardew. No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying like in Stardew it would make sense, because in Stardew, like, you know, you farmed for 10,000 hours in Stardew. That's pretty wild. Madno 8 probably close to 7,000. Played a GM mode a lot back. That's crazy. Okay, I was about to unsub. Real? Do you drink coffee, Big Unk? That kind of reminds me. I do gotta drink my coffee, huh? All right, let me grab my coffee and then I'll switch scenes and we'll watch some of the videos I was talking about earlier. Sorry, the pre-rant lasted too long. All right. How are you gonna take the no armor run? Is it only base world? Yeah, my plan's only base world. I don't think we can do Iceborne. It doesn't seem realistic. Iceborne. Yeah, I mean, Iceborne, you're already kind of like, it's already kind of rough because everything just like one shots you anyway. Yeah, it would just be I guess Iceborne would be really difficult. Should do Iceborne with a defender gear only. I feel like that'd be pretty easy. I started Iceborne with non-defender gear. Defender gear only wouldn't be very bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Okay. No items. I also don't have enough. Like really, realistically, I'm not going to be able to get to it in time. Like before Wilds comes out. All right, let me read this. Let me read this thread here called The Fall of 5M. Yo, Steph, thank you for 86 months. Appreciate that.
Loving the YouTube notif jump scares lately.
Wait, why are they jump scares? Thank you for the 86 months stuff. That's insane. Website 5M team details the project's humble beginnings, its success as a community-driven open source initiative, and the eventual conflicts, legal battles, and corrupt practices that led to its current state. The website reveals the betrayal of the original developers, manipulation by Rockstar employees, and also covers how Rockstar Games eventually acquired 5M, taking control of the platform and steering in a direction that aligned with how their own interests contributed to the eventual downfall of what was once thriving community projects. 5M, one of the RP servers, or so 5M is the basis for all RP servers. So every RP server that you see runs off of 5M, which is like I'm not sure, like the source, sort of like the engine that keeps them running and going. So in order to run like a roleplay server effectively, you'll likely be using 5M. I'm not sure what the equivalent of that would be in like, I don't know, Minecraft terms, I guess. Covers how Rockstar Games eventually acquired. Okay, maybe I'm cynical, but this is so unsurprising. I'm shocked. Holy shit. I think I'm going to wait for the inevitable YouTube summary. Copy and paste. NTA creates 5M shortly after GTA 5. Okay. Sure. NTA is banned from modding all Take-Two IP. Gru and Thers quit their job and go ask for a job of 5M. NTA says, why not? Others are hired well. Management is poor. Those who cannot self-manage contribute almost nothing. Groot and his friends are the most egregious slackers. Despite this, things go well, and the core developers advance the platform happily. I think I've talked to these guys before, too. When I might have talked to some 5M. I forget who I talked to in 5M. I had this issue one time where I started getting banned on 5M, and it's like a irreversible ban. And the only reason I was able to like counter the ban was because Nike's got me in touch with somebody from 5M who helped figure out that like something that was being installed by Alienware as a base part of my PC was flagging in their system. and so I got banned basically. And like, yeah, that was like a whole thing. Anyways, Groot seeing golden opportunity for him and his friends tries to secretly sell the project to Rockstar without the authority to do so. So you were hacking? Yes, I was hacking live on stream for everyone to see. He leaks the personal and financial data of the company in an attempt to impress Rockstar. Despite having very little impact, the Groot Gang declare themselves as more important than everyone else and take their great pride in the player numbers and overall success of FiveM. NTA learns of the Rockstar deal, is mad, but warms up to the idea. Groot prepares his team for the acquisition while the rest of them have no clue what's going on. The Rockstar deal goes through. Groot Gang beg NTA for the big bonuses. Groot wants 30% of the deal. NTA resists their begging. FiveM join Rockstar. Overall, the mood is cautiously optimistic. The Groot Gang all go to HR and get NTA suspended in their first week. Groot Gang proclaim themselves as the visionaries of FiveM, lie about their impact, take credit for others' work, and Ethan gives them all cushy senior roles. After being suspended temporarily, NTA gives Groot Gang millions of euros in hopes to regain their friendship. Groot Gang take the money and continue to campaign for NTA's firing. NTA gets kicked out for good. Okay. Development is slow. The community is starting to notice the downhill trend in all aspects of FiveM. The Groot Gang, pretending to be seniors after having been absent for years, are having a negative impact on the development and the project as a whole. It becomes obvious to everyone that they don't know what they're doing, but Ethan keeps propping them up. The Groot Gang still resent those who sided with NTA and convince Ethan to replace them with staff from the smaller Alt-V project. Ethan hires ex-Alt-V as seniors and puts them above their original team in rank and pay. Ex-Alt-V are given the confidential information, exclusive early access to the next GTA 5 build, and end up leaking it to their friends. Oh my god. The ex-Alt-5 associates are secretly responsible for the Christmas 2023 GTA 5 source code leak. Gus keeps secret, and they know he knows, but they decide to betray him anyway. Conflicts arise between the original developers and ex-Alt-V. Ex-Alt-V are brand new and don't know what they're doing, yet they are put in charge by Ethan. They force through bad code in an eager attempt to prove themselves at their new job. The original developers try to hinder this, and they don't like it. Both sides go to Ethan and complain. Some half-baked solutions arise, but are ignored. Ethan sides with Alt-V and Groot. The team begins to suspect that Ethan is purposefully nosediving the company. From various external community members, they learn of a secret project, Rome, that is meant to replace FiveM, being worked on by Rockstar. Damn. Ethan fires Discuss, and as a result, the rest of the original developers quit. Some of them rant on the forums, Discord for a few days, but then they move on. Months later, Tuxik, a senior Rockstar employee and former Alt-V member, attempted to blackmail Discuss, now an ex-employee, over his knowledge and evidence of the ex-Alt-V team's involvement in the GTA 5 source code leak that occurred in Christmas 2023. FiveM degrades into a worse and worse state with each day. The community is continuously upset. The team does little to no work. In late 2024, well-known members of the community interested in what happened to FiveM formed a coalition to write and publish this article. They contact many associates of CFX and Rockstar to compile information. Never fire your best coder, Lamau. Well, that's true in more than one ways. Now I understand why they're closing. I was sad, but they just deserved after the shit show they did. FiveM is planned to shut down. Rockstar bought it with the sole purpose of getting the player data from it. They want to know what people play and what tools developers need. Rockstar has also been talking with Roblox and Fortnite devs to find out what tools dev needs. GTA 6 will be a platform for custom online servers, aka Roblox plus Minecraft plus Fortnite, but for adults. If GTA 5 Online was printing money, this will be a volcano of pure gold for Rockstar. TLDR, NTA creates 5M, builds it up with the community and volunteers. Project gains a lot of popularity. Later, NTA hires several people, including a slacker Groot. Eventually, Groot sneaks off and uses 5M internal data to convince Rockstar to purchase 5M. NTA learns of it, hesitantly agrees, but the deal goes through, so everyone gets money. Groot feels they weren't paid enough. Now part of Rockstar, Groot convinces Rockstar director Ethan to fire NTA out of spite. 5M starts going downhill, and there's internal conflict between Groot and friends who were all made seniors. This is all crazy, huh? All that's left now are slackers and inexperienced devs, so 5M is in shambles. Rockstar doesn't care because they have the team working on 5M replacement called the Rome anyway. Damn. It's pretty crazy, man. But also, I believe it. Makes sense. Jesus. This camera's... So what's happening with Rockstar? Nothing's happening with Rockstar. Rockstar has just acquired 5M, okay? I guess secretly. Sounds like they siphoned the data from 5M because they want to work on a project for GTA 6. And as a result, the head developer of 5M got fired. There's a bunch of people on here that like, or a bunch of people continue to work 5M that have zero to no experience. And now it's basically in shambles. So it's Rockstar being scummy? The thing is, no, because like... No, I don't think it's Rockstar being scummy. Somebody else is using a platform to like... yeah, it could be a whole conversation. I don't really want to get into it too much because people are going to have their different takes about it, and I know what the takes are going to be already. Rockstar did what I think Rockstar is fully allowed to do.
Cook him, Alex, cook him.
Like, I think Rockstar is totally allowed to acquire. Also, how is it them being scummy? First of all, the fact they bought it without just taking them all to court and shutting them down, I think is fair. Do you know what I mean? Like, somebody else sees your game, they create they create the ability to have servers on it using like a multiplayer like sourcing code, so you can have your own private servers. And like Rockstar sees that, and they don't just like cease and desist it; they like buy it, right? But they're buying the data. Did 5M profit on it anyway before they sold? I don't know. It sounds like NTA hired these guys originally. Maybe it was like crowdfunded before. I'm not sure how 5M was making money beforehand. Maybe hosting servers costs money. Like you'd have to pay to have your server hosted. The fact that Rockstar allowed 5M to exist how long independently is wild. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not scummy for Rockstar to do this. I think they're doing something that they're perfectly... I'm actually surprised they even let 5M exist, like this person said. Like World of Warcraft, Blizzard would continuously go after servers when they were privatized. It wasn't until what the fuck was it called? Nylum server. I forget what the hell it was called, but that's is it Noxic? I can't remember. But that server that was like in a different country that they couldn't go after it anymore or whatever. And even then they still went after it. You know what I mean? They're planning to build it up, I'm guessing. Yeah, so is Rockstar trying to create their own 5M and then monetize it? Yeah, probably. Like, is that them being scummy? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on what you see as scummy. Are microtransactions scummy? We don't know what it is yet. So, sure. If you think that's scummy, sure, I guess. If you also think that like Roblox servers are scummy and Fortnite is scummy and just like I don't know any microtransaction like company is scummy. Smart business decision on their end? No, I agree. I was just asking if the situation was. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like you could say it is scummy because they bought the data and then made their own thing, but also that thing was based off of their own IP. It wasn't like they copied a game or they copied like, I don't know, somebody else had a good idea for their game. They tried to monetize it. They paid them for that good idea, by the way, and then they said, we're going to make our own. Is that scummy? I don't think so. It's like, imagine you're working like a fruit stand, and then someone comes along, buys fruit from it, and then is like, oh, I made like this, I don't know, cup, and then you put a straw into it, and now you can drink the fruit from the stand. You can put it into like a juice cup and drink the fruit. And you say, wow, that's a really good idea. Can I buy that from you? And they say, oh, sure, yeah, why not? I mean, after all, I am only selling this because of your fruits anyway. And you buy that from them, and then you make your own fruit cup. It's like, is that scummy? Maybe, I guess. Should you have been worried? But at the same time, when you read the story behind this, I don't even think it's that bad. It'd be one thing if they made their own and they said, fuck you to this guy. But what happened is they bought out this guy and the people he hired. Then the people he hired decided to out him. They got him fired. The guy who made FiveM originally, these guys got him fucking fired so they could get a bigger cut from the project. And so now, like, Rockstar's like, yeah, we're going to make our own thing. Good. Fuck these guys is what it sounds like to me. Again, I don't really know exactly what all of this was like internal stuff, but if this is how it went down, the original guy that made FiveM got fired from it because these people wanted like a bigger paycheck, and it sounds like they're also incompetent, then like, yeah, I don't think that anything Rockstar did here is truly scummy, because at the end of the day, it sounds like what they were doing was pretty scummy, if I'm being honest. Without knowing anything, I'll try to summarize. Rockstar and TAC2 are douchebags. Great summarization. Most sane Twitch chatter for sure. Money made it weird. It seems like this guy made the whole thing very strange, right? Because he went to like Rockstar behind this guy's back, he hired a bunch of people, then those people got this guy fired, and then they ended up being like incompetent. They are smiley face. Are you just like, what is this like advanced level of trolling here, just so I understand? You've already been timed out like once, like 10 minutes ago, so I'm very excited to see like what other insightful comments we can engage here with. I had no idea FiveM cooperated at all with Rockstar. Yeah, it sounds like that all kind of was like under the table. But it sounds like Rockstar purely acquired this for the data, right? To them, it seems like the data was interesting, which is good. I mean, they want to make a better game, a game that people want to play, and so the data will help them like curate like what kind of servers will people want in GTA 6, you know, all that kind of stuff. That seems interesting to them, and they could have just like sued them, but they didn't. They bought it. They bought them out for the data, and now they're like, well, we're gonna make our own. Fair enough. It's their game anyway, right? And again, it seems like the guy that was behind the Passion Project already got fired. So, what can you do? The guy probably thought about how much money GTA 6 RP subscription is going to be, or is gonna make. Yeah, maybe. Oh, they were paid? Yes, these guys were all paid, like, it sounds like a lot of money. They just weren't happy and they wanted to be paid more, so they got the original guy fired. They tried to split up the money more. This guy even paid them as well. They went to HR to get him suspended, and then he like paid them money or something. It sounds like a whole mess. The biggest thing was they also bought all the FiveM code IP, which is technically just an easy way to avoid legal issues. I mean, I feel like Rockstar is a big enough... Like, Rockstar is fucking huge. Okay, let's just be real. If Rockstar wanted to, they could. These guys would not survive a Rockstar lawsuit. I don't think anyone can survive a Rockstar lawsuit. Let's just be fucking real for a second, okay? Saying like, well, they avoided it. Like maybe they are, well, maybe they did. Honestly, maybe they did. Maybe they were smart enough where they avoided all the legal loopholes. But to be fair, at the end of the day, Nintendo would. I'll be honest. Here's what I actually think. I think that Rockstar didn't do this because Rockstar understands that if they went after them, that would be a bigger detriment to them than just leaving them alone and secretly buying them out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to believe that rather than, like, these guys outsmarted Rockstar with their, like, legal knowledge and knowing that, like, they're fucking lazy developers is what it sounds like. They're not outsmarting shit. They're not going to outsmart $1 billion worth of, company assets. If they wanted to, they could. Let's just put it that way, right? Call a spade, okay? And yes, I think they were rather lucky that Rockstar decided to say, "Hey, let's play ball here. We'll buy them out. We'll buy their information. We'll have the ability to shut them down." That's a bigger win for them at the end of the day. Imagine a community-made project that the company owns. That's a way bigger W for them. Of course, like, Nintendo would see this and be like, "No, we have to immediately kill this and look bad." That's the only logic here, because, I don't know. That's just, like... To be fair, it's gotten better over the years, but, like, goddamn, like, they would immediately do that. Oh, there's a small and fun indie tournament for Smash Brothers, and they're making money from it? No. Let's send every lawyer we have over there and make sure they never want to live again. Okay. What, there's a small Let's Play channel that's driving hype to our games? No. Let's make sure we shut that channel down. No one should be excited about our games on the internet. Only we are allowed to upload content on YouTube. No, Rockstar played it cool here. Rockstar played it cool. Rockstar got the W. Sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Now, is it like going to be one of those things where people are going to be upset about it because now Rockstar is going to exclusively own the rights to FiveM and come up with their own project where they're going to likely monetize it? Yeah. Fucking yeah. But you know what? These guys didn't have to sell out either, is what it sounds like. Am I wrong? It sounds like these guys sold out anyway. So at the end of the day, who really gives a fuck? It's not like a small little company with like passionate guys that said, "Yo, we want to make something fun for the community. And the big angry wolf is coming after us with his teeth. Help us." No, they sold out. They literally went to Rockstar and said, "Yes, like, we'll sell you everything. We'll sell you all our data, all our user information, everything. We'll give you everything you want." Okay. It is what it is, So you can't really be mad at, like, Rockstar for just accepting, they're at the front door of their house saying, "Buy us out." Hello? Sure. Fuck it. Why not? Don't have to take them to court. I mean, could have taken them to court, probably, but they didn't. If they didn't sell, they would probably get taken down. Do you have insider information on that? They didn't get taken down the entire time beforehand. Why would they get taken down, like, later? Also, again, what you're saying sounds like they had a group meeting and they said, "Guys, what should we do?" No, it sounds like this guy went to them behind this guy's back, gave him a bunch of information, and tried to make a secret deal without this guy knowing about it. If they didn't sell, they would probably get taken down. Emulation stuff for Nintendo. I'm confused on what you're talking about. I'm talking about what actually happened versus, like, the theory of what could have been. Huh? What? Yeah, sure. Maybe they could have been... Maybe Rockstar sends assassins after them. I don't know. But this is what actually happened, okay? That's what we're reading through. Oh, Alex did a funny voice mocking the situation. That thing he's talking about must be right. Oh, sure, but maybe give a counterpoint. So true. Wait, so are you guys mocking me now? Is that what it is? Like, you guys are like, haha, like, you guys realize it's like, you sound dumber than I do doing the mocking voice, right? Hello? If I offer a point and your counterpoint is, well, Alex is doing a funny voice, he must be right. No, I was agreeing with you. Okay, so you're agreeing with me. Ornifexus, who was timed down and his butt hurt, was agreeing with you. But now that you're agreeing with me, does that mean you're all agreeing with me? Or what? Who here doesn't agree with what I'm saying? No, but like legally they have the right. I'm just guessing. Okay, just keep in mind your key word there is I'm just guessing. All right? Whenever you say I'm just guessing, that means you don't fucking know. That's why I said it. Well, you said it as, what did you originally say? You said they legally have the right. If they didn't, they would probably get taken down. And then you ended it with, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Okay. Just say you don't know. Just actually don't say anything. If you don't know, you just don't know. Like, that's just me saying, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Maybe the assassins would break into their house and steal all of their data. That might be cheaper than buying them out. Corporate and fan service is oil and water. It's a good point. It is. I don't know what's going on. That's how I see people coming in this chat. I don't understand. I just got here. I don't know what's going on. What's happening? It's like, I have the information on the screen. I'm discussing it actively. There's a VOD that if you're really confused, you could go back and, what is going on? He's talking about something and I don't know what it is. Ugh. What? Okay, just chill out for 5 minutes. You'll probably get the gist of it. It's okay. Just hang out. Hang out for like 5-10 minutes. I'm sure you'll see somebody and like your question will be answered, right? I'm sorry you don't know what's going on. I wish I could help you, okay? It's a live stream. I've been on air for an hour and 30 minutes. You might have missed a few things, okay? It's okay. I'm not sitting here waiting for you like to like appear before I start talking about stuff. Sometimes you join the stream and I'm in the middle of talking about something, right? So that's how that works. Reading is hard. So is just like waiting for me to explain something too, I guess. I apologize, didn't mean to disturb. Yes, thank you. Please never disturb me again, okay? I am extremely disturbed. As you can tell, like visibly disturbed. Anyways, the 5 situation is really crazy. Did you ever take your shirt off when taking a dump? Brother, I don't care about what you have to say. I never know what's going on here, but here we are. You never know what's going on here. Like you've never known you've never known what's going on here, like ever. Like I agree with you. Started language barrier probably makes me sound worse. Sorry. Yes. I'm glad you're apologizing. No, it's fine. I'm just trolling. It's all good. I sometimes I get these like contrarian Connors in here and I have to argue with them about the dumbest shit. And at the end, it just, you know what it is? It's like the fucking shield build guy. You know what I mean? The Elden Ring shield build guy. The guy that came in here and argued with me about my build in Elden Ring for like 30 minutes. Kept telling me about this fucking build I should be running instead. I come to find out this motherfucker doesn't even have the game. He's like, well, you know, I'd like to think I know what I'm talking about. I did a bunch of research on it. Like, bro, I'm playing the game right now. I've been playing the game for the past however many hours. You're telling me about, like, the idea of a build in a game you haven't even fucking played yourself. I have to sit here and tell you about it. Trolling? It's not. No, it's not. Trust me. I know what trolling is, okay? It's what you guys, like, sometimes attempt to do when you say, like, Alex can't read, and he has a shiny forehead. I'm trolling. No, it's like... No, trolling is also people will like realize they look stupid on here. Like after arguing with me, they look fucking stupid, then they'll be like, I was just trolling him. No, you weren't just trolling. You were serious. Now you look dumb, and the default is, I was just trolling. No, okay? That's not what trolling is, okay? Peak internet argument, I guess. At some point, trolling gets really annoying to hear and see. Alex, you're pink as face. Alex, you're so cute. Okay, sure. Anyways. Trolling is when I ask Unk if he's playing Tarkov or Pokemon for the day. Yep. That's trolling. Yep. Pretty epic. These are the trolls I deal with, guys. Is Alex playing Tarkov today? Tee hee hee. Holy shit. What is that, bro?
Live, pasamos fútbol y si yo me caigo.
Oh. Oh. What?
Motivation is the key. These specially designed exercises wake kids up to make them take responsibility for their lives.
What?
Si te va saliendo, a ver cómo es, cómo es.
Mira, así mira.
Como vikingo, ¿no?
Дим, да ладно, я разрешаю, нормально. Да.
Ooh. Ooh. Yo. Why? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Domino's pieces? Yeah, I want Domino's. Okay. There you go. There go one. All right. 6-5 to the board. There go another one. You happy?
I they come. I beg, Central, lock this car now. I beg, I beg.
The spirit, hey. The spirit of God is here.
What? Oh.
Ovulating and I'm white.
It don't matter, babe. It don't matter.
I love you. Ooh. I want to fuck my history teacher again.
What was that conversation? What the fuck did I just listen to? Yo, all right. Again? Nah, I'm good.
I'm with the gang. I'm with the. Stop doing that shit. Why like that, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? Why you push him that hard? Excuse me. Do you know how I get Walmart?
Nice.
Enzo.
Nice. Oh.
This bitch done lost her rabbit ass mind. This dumbass grown bitch done lost her.
Yes.
Bro. Why?
Kai.
Oh!
Yo, hit the vape, bro.
Muito resistente, complexo, robusto. Olha lá, ó. Eita, meu Deus.
My goodness.
All right.
My night couldn't get any worse. My fucking bed just broke, and of course my hamster's just climbing on top.
Bro is chilling.
They look like that.
Get out of my house.
What?
Happy Thanksgiving.
What? Dude. Come on, man.
Dude, I
No,
swear
dude,
to
just
God.
get down.
No, this isn't a good idea, dude.
Kaden, it's fine. Dude, just get
This
down.
isn't a good idea.
Bro. Oh, dude, ever since the free-to-play update, they just feel so short, man. We used to be up good, guys. We used to be up good. Was pretty good still. Yeah, they're pretty good. Alex, I'm your biggest fan. What? Wait, really? God, I mean, like, why is it always these types of comments, bro? Every single time. Thanks, man. It's really not how you spell my name, but that's okay. Appreciate you. What was the other videos I was gonna watch? Can I be your fourth biggest fan? How much is a Patreon? I'm not going on their Patreon. How many members do they have? They have 500 members on their Patreon, and it's $5 each? Why did Alex stop dyeing his hair? Well, if you're my biggest fan, you know. $500? Wow. Someone's salty? They're making literally a minimum, because they have a $10 package. They're making a minimum of $2,500 a month just putting up meme videos. Yo. That's a fucking deal right there, bro. Alec makes 5 times that. I gotta time you out just because of how many wrong ways you've spelt my name in the last 5 minutes. I gotta give you a cooldown. I can't keep looking over and looking at a different way you've spelled my name. Start making meme comps and advertise it on stream. I mean, I'm not saying I got some decent memes, but let's just say I got some pretty good memes. Okay? Not to toot my own horn, but you can't do me like that. Perhaps didn't learn from the previous timeout. Very true, Alex, very true streamer. He's a bit of a meme collector. Memes for middle-aged men. You have memes you're not sharing? Yeah, because the Discord mods got rid of my fire TikToks thread. So now I can't post all my hot memes. My fresh and spicy memes. I don't know about that. We all saw a TikTok page. You know what's crazy, Bozo? Is that TikTok page you saw is literally because of you guys recommending me like shit. It's my on-stream TikTok page. Yeah, we all saw it. We all saw what we recommended for you to watch on. Like, do you guys listen to yourself sometimes? Like, I'm so confused by some of the bizarre conclusions you guys draw. I lied. I never saw it. Yeah, you're banned. Congrats. You trolled yourself into a timeout. We took it away because someone wouldn't fucking post it there? Yeah, so you admit to taking it away. Nice. Do you hate us? What? Mostwood, what's up?
No way, Poggers Gamers.
No way, Poggers Gamers.
Alex, please don't treat your biggest fan like this. Sad face.
Thanks for the 420. Anyways. Must suck not to be Alex bestie. Biggest fan only gave you 420. Well, listen, okay. My issue isn't with the 420. I believe it's with how many eyes they put into my name that never existed there before. I got some other videos.
Okay, wait. To give you a context, this was me when my name was Hillside Boys, by the way.
Not this. Is it this?
The Sims was first released in the year 2000 for PC and...
That's too long. I like ambiguous amphibians videos though, but I was gonna watch the Sims video they made like 2 weeks ago. Play some videos, Video Boy. You're done. Why did you spam tag Faith 80 fucking times? As if Faith isn't busy running it down mid in their Mahjong playthrough. Video Boy is crazy. You guys are getting a little too comfortable, okay? Put it to you that way. Getting a little too comfortable.
Whoa.
All right, I wanted to watch this video. I feel like we're in Squid Games when Alex looks over. At last one person gets timed out, like the green light, red light game. What is DJ? Is this the guy that always asks me about DJ Funky Fresh? Bro, why do I get the same fucking, like, It feels like I'm playing goddamn streamer life simulator game or some shit. It's the same people that come in here with the same fucking comments every day. Where DJ Funky Fresh guy? I'm waiting for when's the next CS:GO unboxing case guy? I got someone in here finding different ways to spell my fucking name. I take my brain out and watch. Yeah, basically. You chose the morning hours? It's not even morning hours, is it? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just want you to play Fallout 76. It's the evening on the East Coast. Nobody cares. Anyways.
Definitely didn't expect Rooster Teeth to be back on the menu. I'm sure many of you remember when it shut down not that long ago. Rooster Teeth used to be a juggernaut on the internet with Red vs. Blue, Achievement Hunter, Let's Plays. They were at the forefront of content online. But over the course of many years of being at the top, people started to lose interest, and it felt like Rooster Teeth kind of spread themselves thin. They had like 60 different podcasts and 30 different channels, like really random channels sometimes too, like, you know, Chef Guilford's Kitchen Crazies. I'm whipping up wacky recipes this week, and somehow it's affiliated with Rooster Teeth with like 400 subscribers. So Rooster Teeth, over time, just started to have people stop watching, and it was like this nosebleed that just never stopped. So they started bleeding out, they were losing tons of money, and most people could see the writing on the walls that Rooster Teeth wasn't going to be around much
His background
longer.
gets me every time I see him. Yeah, why does his background look like a pawn shop? I mean, granted, what the fuck do I have going on in my background? At this point, nothing. But like, he's got so many. He just has this like giant shelf with a old ass TV back there. I saw a video where one of his streams made him $80,000. Can't he get a better TV? Like, surely, right? One stream for $80,000? We can afford something a little better, no? Maybe it was less than that. But either way, you know what I'm saying. I like the Doom statue, though. With an OG Xbox. It's for the aesthetic. What's the aesthetic? Like grandma's house? What do you mean? The vending machine's cool. Bro is money watching. Bro is money watching? What do you mean bro is money watching? I mean, it was a fucking video. What do you mean money watching? What am I like? Hey, what did he spend his money on this week? Let me look in the background. That's a new poster. I wonder how much that cost him. The aesthetic is Florida, man. I like the posters he had before, like the God slab, God hand one or something. That was cool. I just feel like this is it's not lit well enough, right? Again, I don't have much room to talk. Let's be real. But I also don't have a billion people that watch every single one of my takes. So I'm purely going for the vision, what I'm seeing here. It's too cluttered. I just feel like I like the old setup a little better, no? Because like I could make stuff, because I know why people do it. They put stuff in the background so like while you're like bored of the topic, you can look at other items. That's why a lot of the times these streamers and content creators have a cluttered background, is so you can like look at all their toys and stuff and what they've got going on, right? That's the idea behind it. So I imagine that this is like for you to look at stuff that's back there, which like that's what I'm doing. But then also I'm like having a hard time making out what all of it is because it's all kind of like blending in together, no? Alex needs a cluttered background? Yes. How come someone as boring and lame as Charlie has made while our boy didn't? I don't understand what you're saying. When I get bored of Alex's stream, I start counting the LEDs. How many are you up to? He posted he broke up with his long-term girlfriend not too long ago, so I think that's partly responsible for all the changes. What does that mean? He can't afford a storage unit because he broke up with his girlfriend? Is that what you're saying? You guys are saying I'm pocket watching. Meanwhile, the reason that he's in this current situation is because he broke up years ago. He's single. Do you feel bad now? No. What do you mean do I feel bad? What do I feel bad about? The hell do I feel bad about? Asking why there's a fucking CRT television on the bookshelf of his video of his office? Do you feel bad now because he broke up? Brother, I've been single for goddamn nearly 5 years. The hell do I have to feel bad about? You're bullying a homeless man. And then TV might be for the old game systems. You'd be cooked if Crip, if you don't think that modern televisions have ways that you can hook up old game systems into them. You don't just need a AV cable like television. You can have like these boxes where you plug the cables into it and it'll put it into an HDMI outlet or like a cable. He's being authentic. Sure. Okay, it's authentic. Sure. I'm just wondering. I'm just asking questions. That's all. Is it not okay for me to ask a question like that? Is it too much? Ooh. He asked why there's a CRT television in the background of a video. Ooh. Don't ask questions like that. You guys are telling me he likes it's the aesthetic. He broke up with his girlfriend. Like, what the fuck is this? What?
And then in March of last year, it formally shut down. That is until today, when out of nowhere, like a boner in the night, Bernie Burns, one of the co-founders of Rooster Teeth, acquired it again. Now, for those that don't remember, he actually sold Rooster Teeth back in 2014 for a bag. Bernie, he made off like Scrooge McDuck with Rooster Teeth, sold it at its peak, and now in 2025 must have acquired this for pennies
Bernie
on the dollar,
Madoff.
because right now the name carries about as much weight as Blockbuster.
I thought RT News is old news. Like, as in, like, the past week? Yeah, sure. I didn't realize you were so ahead of the times.
It doesn't really have anything. It still has the YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel with millions of subs, but those aren't active subscribers, and the channel has been in the gutter for years where people weren't really watching what got posted there. So it's not the most appealing channel to spend a ton of money on, and all of the property Rooster Teeth used to own, it doesn't have anymore, so he's not buying those things. The obvious one Rooster Teeth I'm confident still has the rights to fully is Red vs. Blue. But Red vs. Blue had an ending. So, I mean, of course, that doesn't mean shit.
Didn't even say anything, just sniped him. No, I'm answering Chekhov, who's like, I thought this was old news. The video just got uploaded. Then when I answered them sarcastically for that question, Crip is like, he's being sassy today. What the fuck? You guys are baiting me with these, like, fucking lame comments. I respond to them, and when I respond, he's being a little sassy. Yeah, you get timed out. Don't sit here and be like, why did they time him out? They did nothing wrong. Don't respond to me. Responding back to you as if I'm in the wrong. Hello? It's pretty simple. You're always sassy. Yes, thank you. Okay? So nothing is different here, then. There's nothing worth pointing out.
It anymore. Like, you can always just dust it off if you want. You could even pull a fucking Marvel and have the multiverse of Red vs. Blue if you wanted, but that never really goes over super well. So I don't know if that was like the main motivation here, because he wants Red vs. Blue back, because I don't exactly know what you do with the property now that it's ended. And all of the other active property Rooster Teeth used to have, well, they got sold. So they're owned by things that aren't Rooster Teeth. And some of the talent Rooster Teeth used to have acquired their own shows independently of Rooster Teeth, so now they're all doing their own things, not with Rooster Teeth. So, like, I don't even know what he's buying other than the name, which I think is cool. I'm very excited to see what he does, but it's a really interesting purchase, and it's got me feeling like my boy George. I'm beyond curious what Bernie's going to do with Rooster Teeth now back in his paws.
Dude, he didn't respond to me, man. Bernie, What's going on, bro? Let me help you out. Let's get purple versus green back. Like, what are we doing out here, man? Let's get fucking RWCMYK going. Let's do something together, bro. I've been reaching out. But you still won't answer? You won't answer my Twitter DM?
Maybe this is something he did just because he's got tons of money and the brand obviously means a lot to him. So
He's sitting in an audition tape. Crip, you're on one, and by on one, I mean a fast train to a timeout ticket. Imagine selling your baby, having the company that bought it sell it off piecemeal while crashing its value just to buy
You,
a
the
dead
fucking
name.
goat, never forget it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Viceroy. He didn't fuck with the Jonkler. Dude, relax.
He just wanted to have it back, and he doesn't have any like grand vision for it. Or maybe he's out there scheming with ways to bring Rooster Teeth
He's
back
wheeling and
into
dealing?
the fold. Either
Maybe.
way, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's very cool that Rooster Teeth in some capacity is alive again. Yes, it kind of went out with a bit of a whimper, but you cannot downplay just how impactful Rooster Teeth was on the internet as a whole in its early formative years with video content.
Imagine Bernie brings Cow Chop back, but with new people. Yeah, man. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Now, Rooster Teeth put out this press release saying, Rooster Teeth to find new home with brand's original creator Bernie Burns at Box Canyon Productions. 9 months ago, Rooster Teeth announced that it would shut its doors after 21 years of creating content. Today, the Rooster Teeth brand and much of its remaining assets have been acquired by founder Bernie Burns and his independent company, Box Canyon Productions. So that statement that he now acquired the remaining Rooster Teeth assets, I don't know what the fuck that's referring to, because, again, most of the active assets in its death throes were sold. So, Ruby, for example...
Alex watching the new Cow Chop on stream, imagine. It just wouldn't work. I would get fucking banned off of this platform if I watched Cow Chop videos. Okay? Let me be honest with you. Also, everyone would complain that it's not like the old videos. They would be like, damn, I miss when they used to fucking cause destruction and mayhem. Now they can't even do that no more. I say, guys, we can't do that no more because of the Twitch the YouTube new terms of service and policies, and the EULA doesn't allow us to just arbitrarily break things and cause violence. Damn, it's not the same, bro. I miss the old crew. Like, I don't want to fucking see that. My mental is already tapped, okay? Every day I stream, I'm losing more and more of it. The last thing I need is to read fucking YouTube comments about how, yo, Cow Chop not the same. Yeah, no shit. No shit. That's why, in 2019, I put an end to the production, okay? And then I sat in my fucking room in a fetal position, drank myself to death, moved out of California, and now look at me. This is what I do. I just sit here and I scream at you guys. That's where we're at, brother. People need to leave things in the past sometimes. I just don't, it just wouldn't work, man. I'm sorry. Like, what could I possibly do? Go hit up everybody, be like, yo, we're going to bring the band back together. Even in a reality where I did that, let's just say hypothetically, I reached out to everyone, okay, regardless of some of the problematic people that we also had, which I'm not going to get into, okay, but whatever. I reached out to everybody, and I said, yo, we're going to bring this back. You guys down? And maybe they're in different stages of life. Some people don't want to be on the internet anymore, but let's just say they agree and say, let's do it, Alex. Let's bring back this content. I'm goddamn fucking 30 years old. Do we sit there and film the same shit? Yo, you know what was sick? When we did that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video. Let me dress up as a 32-year-old man and go run around in the sewer. Also, again, how long before those videos get taken down and we deal with the same shit again anyway? Especially with, remember the Tide Pod incident? Where we got unironically shadow banned and lost like more than 30% of our revenue on YouTube? How long before that happens? It was not feasible, guys. There's just nothing I could really do. Suffice it to say, it just wouldn't be the same. It really wouldn't. Even if we brought everyone back and blah, 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 it just wouldn't be the same. I'm sorry. It's nice that people come in here, though. I do appreciate it, and they ask about it, and they say, oh, I miss it. Like, that's all nice. It's sweet. Some of the comments you guys send is sweet. Some of the emails I get is sweet. I appreciate it. You know, thank you. Bottom of my heart, thank you. Generally mean it. But I'm just one guy. I'm just one boomer nowadays. I don't have the power to resurrect the channel that died 6 years ago and bring everybody back and make YouTube great again. You know what I mean? I just don't have it, right? Now, will I work on future projects? Maybe. I'm still trying. You know, I'm still trying to wrap my mental around it. But that's been a struggle in and of itself. So we'll see where that goes. But as far as like the nostalgia bit, guys, like I appreciate it. I get it. You know, it's all good. But I just don't want you guys to have like the false hope that for some reason I'm like holding out on you guys and I'm the reason why we, you know, aren't able to get this channel back up and running again. Because unfortunately, that's just the reality of YouTube. It's just the reality of where we are today. It is what it is. The channel's still up. You can go watch that stuff. We specifically left it up for you guys to go watch the content. It's good content. If you like it, great. You know, if you look back on it fondly, awesome. But unfortunately, the last video was the last video. Okay? I specifically, what is it called even? What's the, hold on. I gotta remember what, so I don't miscall this video. Last video is called The Final Interview. Okay? Because the first video was called First Video, right? So the first video on the channel was called First Video. The last video was called The Final Interview. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go back to watching this Charlie emote or Charlie video. We can get out of emote only mode. It's okay.
Maybe this is something he did just because he's got tons of money and the brand obviously means a lot to him. So maybe he just wanted to have it back and he doesn't have any like grand vision for it. Or maybe he's out there scheming with ways to bring Rooster Teeth back into the fold. Either way, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's very cool that Rooster Teeth in some capacity is alive again. Yes, it kind of went out with a bit of a whimper, but you cannot downplay just how impactful Rooster Teeth was on the internet as a whole in its early formative years with video content. Now, Rooster Teeth put out this press release.
I already went over the press release.
Rooster Teeth to find new in its death throes were sold. So, Ruby, for example, their flagship animation, that's owned by Viz Media. There's no way Bernie has now got Ruby back. It's not like that would be bundled in with this Rooster Teeth purchase. That's entirely in Viz's toy box now. And it's not like he got a lot of the shows
I honestly
back
really hate creator drama. Is that what's happening here?
because those shows, they were personality-driven shows, and the personalities behind it have now all gone independent and do their own productions. And all of them have voiced how much they prefer working in these like small teams together without like the puppet masters overhead, you know, pulling at the strings. So I don't think he gets those shows back and the talent comes with it or anything. So I don't know what assets he got with Rooster Teeth other than Red vs. Blue. That's the only one popping into my noodle right now, but I'm sure I'm overlooking a couple. My guess would be, this is just a hunch, a tickle in the old sack that tells me that Bernie's plan with Rooster Teeth is to literally build it from scratch again. That's what I think. Because the end of Rooster Teeth was pretty catastrophic. And I have to imagine Bernie noticed that. Like, I have to imagine Bernie knows why Rooster Teeth was failing. From all the bloat, spreading thin, crunch, and like, for every one successful show Rooster Teeth had, they had 10 super stinkers go right down the shitter. So I personally feel like Bernie is looking to try and bring back the magic of Rooster Teeth, what it was when he still owned it. Where it was creative and focusing on like actually good productions as opposed to just focusing on expanding as many productions as they could possibly get their grubby little paws in. Again, I'm just spitballing. I'm just taking a guess. We don't exactly know what Bernie's, you know, master plan is with Rooster Teeth, the 5D chess moves he's going to make with it, but I really don't think his primary motivator for purchasing Rooster Teeth again was to try and you know, grab some of the remaining assets, whatever those may be, whatever that is in the fucking post-apocalyptic Fallout universe that is the Rooster Teeth empire in shambles. So I'm thinking he just wants to go from square one again, build it, and then not make the same mistakes that it fell victim to when he sold it. Again, just a guess, and usually my predictions are wrong, so definitely take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, back to the press release. To finish it off, they just give a general overview here of the timeline. Bernie Burns, founder of the online media outlet Rooster Teeth, has officially acquired the beloved entertainment brand. This milestone marks a new chapter for Rooster Teeth as it returns to the hands of its original creator as part of his company Box Canyon Productions. Under Burns' leadership, the historic brand plans to renew its focus on innovation, community engagement, and the spirit of creativity that first defined its success. Burns started Rooster Teeth in 2003 with the breakout success of Red vs. Blue, the longest-running web series in history. Over the years, Rooster Teeth expanded into a multimedia powerhouse, producing hit shows like RWBY and the International RTX Convention Series, while fostering a passionate global fan base. With this acquisition, Burns aims to reignite the collaborative and community-driven energy that made Rooster Teeth a trailblazer in digital entertainment. "I am excited at the challenge of bringing Rooster Teeth back to its roots," said Burns. "The heart of this brand has always been its fans, and I look forward to writing a new chapter together." As an early pioneer of online video content, Rooster Teeth set the standard for how fan-first entertainment could thrive in the digital age. With Burns back at the helm, fans can anticipate a renewed dedication to Rooster Teeth's original mission to entertain, inspire, and connect. Along with the acquisition, Box Canyon announced a new development slate of productions for 2025, including renewed production of some of the platform's classic shows, a new original audio adventure again, and an untitled reimagining of Burns' first film, The Schedule. It definitely does sound like there's big plans in the works here for Rooster Teeth again.
Wouldn't it cost less to just start a whole new ass studio? Yeah, it would, but I mean, he's the founder. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like, not gonna say too much. Like I said, Bernie hit me up, but there's a lot of pros and cons with this maneuver here that Bernie pulled off in their reacquisition.
And I don't know what classic shows he now has under his belt to work with, but excited to see what the roadmap looks like for Rooster Teeth going forward. They did also post a little hype video letting us all know that it's under new management.
Guys? Why the lights off? I'm back from getting milk.
Hope this makes you less frustrated, Kappa Kappa Kappa.
What the hell happened?
True. Under new management.
The more I sit here and think about it, I think there's also a very real chance with Bernie at the head of Rooster Teeth again, that he's able to get a lot of the talent that went to do their own things back, at least to a certain extent, to Rooster Teeth. So maybe he'd be able to get like the original gang back together for, you know, the next go around at the rodeo. I think that's also something that's probably not off the table.
Hope so.
I imagine Rooster Teeth is a very sentimental brand to a lot of people. And I think
Video so
someone
arty
like
comedy.
Jeff
It's
might
very
be open to the
millennial humor,
idea
yeah.
with Rooster Teeth under Bernie to come back and at least do content with it and engage with it in some capacity. And I'm sure there's others that would as well. So maybe that's also something that's part of the strategy going forward. Either way, very unexpected to see Rooster Teeth rise from the ashes like a phoenix, not even a full year after it closed. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with Rooster Teeth going forward. That's about it.
Okay. Well, there it is, dude. Rooster Teeth is back. I don't know. I was not paying attention. Were you looking at all like the toys in the background. You chill on making big budget movies. I think that's exactly what Bernie wants to do, though. Who is they? Rooster Teeth need to chill out on making movies. Brother, the company's been shut down for like 9 months. What MH World Challenge are we doing today? It's a joke, obviously. Oh my god. Guys, like, when you get timed out, when you get timed out for saying dumb shit, stop, like, arguing afterwards, like, justifying that it was a joke. The mods, believe it or not, understand it's a joke. You're still saying dumb shit. There's been this, like, the thing that happens over and over again, man. People are like, bring back Cow Chop. They get timed out. And then you're like, yeah, bring back Cow Chop. And then you get timed out and you go, but I was joking. Yeah. Epic joke. It's like watching somebody get arrested. You watch somebody get arrested for, like, littering. They get put in the cuffs, and as they're being put in the back of a cop car, you also litter, and then the cops arrest you. And you go, dude, but I was just joking about what I did. I was going to pick it up later. What the hell's AD saying? Get on, we got to kill Scat. Brother, you're, like, mentally unhinged. You need help. Hop on Warframe, dude. Grind that, grind out Lavos Prime. Instead of funneling for an account that's going to get reset and you'll never play again. That's not a nice thing to say to 80s. I don't know how else to talk to him, man. This guy's been grinding Tarkov.
How about you joke these nuts?
Hop on League. No, I wouldn't do that to him. Do you see the Human Torch video? No. That was all the videos I think I wanted to watch for today, at least. Alex, at least nobody said jokes are supposed to be funny. Well, don't worry, because none of yours have been. Okay? Don't you worry about that. Fall of 5M. Sad to see it. Maybe the rise of Rooster Teeth is next. What's for dinner tonight? I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say it. Have you played all the Stalker games? The only Stalker game we played was Shadow of Chernobyl. Which I enjoyed the first half of. Did not enjoy the second half of Shadow of Chernobyl. But to be fair, people were telling me that I should have played Anomaly, which maybe I should have done that instead. Maybe looking back on it, I should have just played Chernobyl Anomaly. Maybe Pog, if you played another on stream, I think they're very entertaining to watch. I think they were so-so. I don't think that people were, like, super entertained by Stalker. I think they thought it was okay. Did anyone ever tell you you give the Tiger King energy? No, no one's ever told me something so inaccurate before. But I can put that on my bulletin board of unhinged things that people have typed in chat and pressed enter towards. Missed the Stalker stream and am so grateful for the one VOD of it on YouTube. Oh shit, there's a VOD of it on YouTube too. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm trying to do with these VODs. But like I said, I'm probably not going to turn every single VOD into a video on the video channel. I can kind of see it though. Okay. Never mind. All right, I'm gonna watch this last game ranks video, and then we might hit Monster Hunter World. Thank you for making the Alex Extra channel. Sometimes I miss these streams. No problem. It seems like people are enjoying it, which is cool. We broke 1,000 subs last night, so we could say we're kind of popping. All right. I was actually going to record a video today to put on it. Just a small video that's like, yo, this is what I'm doing on here. Blah, 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 blah. Channel's not monetized yet. So no ads. That's good. Always enjoying the Alex stream whenever I get a chance to watch. Appreciate that. So you're going to tat a fan username. I was about to respond to you, but then I saw that your fourth to last comment was, I have 10,000 hours logged in and being a dumbass. So that told me pretty much everything I needed to see. You watched the new Monster video on YouTube? Shit, I had my laughing my ass off on my lunch break. Oh, you watched it? Oh, I was like, did I watch it? Like, I watched it. Nice, good stuff, man. You sure you don't want to kill scavs in the woods while dehydrated and broken arm with no body armor? Yeah, well, some like hacker flies across the map, loots everything, and then extracts. I'm good. Well, I pay $200 for the EOD edition of the game for the developers to tell me, actually, there's another edition of the game that if you buy, it'll supersede the version that you bought, which wasn't made clear previously when you bought the Ultimate edition of the game. Yeah, I want to be lied to by the developers. I want to be shot in the back of the head by a hacker. I just want to be miserable the entire time. I already do that in the morning when I load up my League of Legends games. I don't need to do that also in Tarkov. The real life simulator. Yo, let's hop into a labs and die in 13.5 seconds to a headshot through the wall upon spawning into the lobby because we have a delayed entry. Loving the posy vibes, yo. Just play some better games. I have been up until we started doing the wheel. Anyways, got a Game Ranks video. Game Ranks, my favorite company. Help me gaslight him. Brother, you already made me sign like a fucking death pact for this like dog shit AOC game that's gonna come out. Fucking Wizards and Magic simulator. That was made by some guy that hasn't like stopped dreaming about fucking like Lineage games coming back in 2025. I heard Overwatch's new season started. Are you playing it? Yeah, me and 80s, we're gonna run it back. Me and 80s are gonna do our climb back to Diamond in Overwatch since we enjoyed it so much. Seeing your disdain for the wheel hurts my sick being. Yeah, well, you were part of the problem, so I can see why that it would be something you take personally for sure. I'm gonna start giving out awards, I think, at the end of this year, if I continue to stream. I'll have like worst takes awards, worst unhinged comments award, worst suggestion award, most addicted gambler. You win award for being biggest clown. You got me, brother. You got me. Damn. This guy typed that. He hit enter and he sat back like this. Little goofy gaffster. Yeah. Funniest chatter award. Apparently, it doesn't take a whole lot. Just look at our opening acts. It's the same people typing the same comments. He's going to do this award show off stream. That's a pretty funny comment. I like that. Opening acts? Yeah, we got tons of opening acts. As soon as I start the stream, we got the funniest of the funnies. By the way, somebody Butter Balls with the 420. I appreciate that. Thank you. Do you have a Sane Chatter award? Well, it won't be you, Mize. So let's get that out of the way. Sane Chatter. I would think it might be someone like Crip, but Crip started being a bit unhinged recently. I think the Gamba is getting to them. I don't know. I'd say Trails. You'd say Trails is the most sane chatter. Do you by any chance remember or know of a game where you play as a translucent SCP? I think it's SCP, and you backstab other players. Oh, the Hidden? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, I got you. Thank you. No worries. I'm basically a fucking like archive of information like that. Sane chatter should be someone who has typed the least amount. That's just the biggest lurker award. I second Crip's award for most sane chatter. That's because you both fucking gamble together. Lurker. I have my moments where I'm sane and moments where I get a little crazy. I think I might be the biggest lurker. You just come in the woodworks to say that? You haven't typed in here since 2024. You were a big RP lurker, it looks like. Do you remember which game I was playing when my parents were arguing 10 years ago? Probably Skyrim, right? On the Xbox. I'm gonna watch this Game Ranks video. Can I be a candidate for the most sane chatter then? Or lamest chatter? I'll take either. That's so sad. Can I get the award for being the lamest? Can I please be the lamest?
Monster Hunter Wilds is upon us, and there's plenty to know going in. That's, of course, what we at Game Ranks are here for. Hi, folks, it's Falcon.
This is Falcon?
And today,
I knew it.
10 things you need to know about Monster Hunter.
Ugh.
Starting off with number 10, this is truly an open world Monster Hunter. This is the
Truly.
big one. It's something fans of the series have waited for a long time now. They've finally done it. You have seamless travel between the hunting village and the field without any loading screens. That's right, the village is just a part of the same big map now, and every major region is connected, so you can travel from one region to the next just by walking there, which is actually a first for the series. These regions are really big too, about 2 to 3 times.
Where's that
bigger than
footage?
the locations in Monster Hunter World.
Nice,
Look at the
dude.
map for the starting zone. The
Hell yeah, good
Windward
B-roll.
Plains, that place is gigantic. Much more natural looking, open environments. They're mixed in with the more narrow, Monster Hunter looking paths and side tunnels. Just to be clear, it's not like Breath of the Wild or anything. You can't literally go everywhere, and from the sound of things, the regions are separated by a loading screen, so you can't seamlessly travel between absolutely every area, but each region will have at least one main camp, along with a lot of smaller villages dotted around the map. So kind of open zone, kind of open world, much more open world than it was before, though. You can't just climb everywhere either. It is a lot bigger in scale, but it's the same Monster Hunter at its core, so your movement is a little limited by terrain. It's pretty much identical to Monster Hunter World. Unfortunately, it doesn't incorporate some of the fancier movement options from Rise, which is actually something I kind of wanted from it, but it does incorporate at least a little more of the verticality. So by design, these locations are going to feel right at home to Monster Hunter.
Oh, he's a Rise
Legends.
enjoyer. Okay.
So far, the locations we know about are, like I said, the Windward Plains. Then there's the Scarlet Forest, the Oil Well Basin, and the Ice Shard Cliffs, all with their own unique monsters and challenges to navigate. As per the developers, the game is trying to move away from the old excursion model where you select a mission off the quest board, go on a hunt, and then come back into town.
I don't
They
mind
want to
that,
encourage
though.
players to explore and more deeply engage with everything else the game has to offer. There's a whole lot going on in the open world too. There's changing weather patterns that can affect monster behavior. There's camps that act as fast travel points, but this time they can actually be destroyed and require upkeep to make them functional. And to make getting around the maps easier, they finally introduced a fully 3D map.
Haven't played the
that looks a
3DS
lot more
one.
Functional.
Is this a good game version to get into? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the 3DS one's just very different anyway. Lucy Lockett, 87 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, the 3DS version of the game is very, very different. Like, I think a lot of people, if they play the 3DS, they probably won't like it. I've been actually, it's funny enough, I've been going back and I've been playing through 3U. I'm playing Monster Hunter Generations on the Switch. It's just very, or 4U. Am I playing 4U? I think I'm playing 4U. Yeah, not 3U. Sorry, 4U. And it's very slow, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of how Monster Hunter routinely is. Like World, a lot of people have issues with because of how fast-paced World is. But to be fair, and be quite honest, I actually really like World for many, many reasons. Whereas like some people don't really like Rise, and some people might not like Wilds, but I think Wilds, so far from what I've seen, has been doing it pretty well, and they've combined a lot of different systems. So if it's your first game, yeah, I would say pick up Wilds. There really is no downside. But if you pick up the old games and you decide to play Wilds later, you're gonna realize that they're like drastically different in many, many ways. So I would just recommend you to get World now when it goes on sale if you don't want to buy Wilds, or just buy Wilds if it's like really interesting to you, because it's going to be an awesome game. Unfortunately, it'll likely be poorly optimized on launch on the PC. That's so far what I've seen, just being honest. People are hopeful about it with the benchmarks and latest builds, but I'll be real, I do think it's going to be badly optimized on launch, which, again, likely they'll fix a month down the road, but we'll see. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if it runs poorly on the PC release. If you want to avoid that completely, get it on the Xbox or the PlayStation, whatever. But if you're getting on the PC, you should either have a really powerful rig or just wait until it's better optimized.
Than the old 2D maps that got kind of confusing, especially when things did get vertical. It doesn't make much of a difference for the mostly flat Windward Plains map, but I'll bet it'll be useful for later areas that are a lot more complicated and vertical, like the Ice Shard Cliffs in particular. I think those are going to be a little confusing, so a 3D map should help out quite a bit. At number 9 is the new mount. Like I said, there are some things from Rise that are coming over, and they're taking a cue from that. There's a dedicated mount in Wilds, a lizard-like thing called a secret. I know.
Why would he show like the mount feature as opposed to the literal like mount as like dogs?
Novel name, but whatever. It can be used to quickly travel around. It assists in combat. It's generally just helpful to have around. One unique quirk of these things is they automatically travel towards your objective, so you just jump on its back and it'll immediately travel to wherever you need to go.
It's cool.
It's possible to take control and go wherever you want, but by default, it's following the trail.
They're fast. too.
Just from playing the beta, seems pretty handy. Being able to summon it and automatically mount up without really having to do a lot is really useful in the middle of a fight, and as you'd expect, you can perform a special dismount attack, and that can be pretty devastating if it's timed right.
Bro said that can be devastating, showed him doing 15 damage with a greatsword.
There's one more function these things have, but I'm saving that for its own.
I'm sorry, hold up a second, brother. Explain to me real quick.
There's one more.
Why the fuck our blade is at basically negative sharpness? Have we ever used a whetstone before? What is going on here? Dude, are you even hitting it? There's no way that the attacks even go through at this point. It must just be bouncing off the monster the entire time.
More function these things have, but I'm saving that for its own entry because this last thing is a real game changer. So at number 8, you can now carry a secondary weapon. Seriously, for the first time in this series, you can bring another weapon with you.
Like, seriously.
It's stored in the secret, which is, you know, the big thing. You see why I saved it for its own point. And you can swap between your primary and secondary weapons at any time while you're riding the secret. No more having to go back to town to get that weapon you needed for a specific hunt. Now you...
I mean, to be fair, in our Arkveld killer or whatever the hell, having the dual swap was good because we were able to use like the demon ammo to give ourselves like a sustainable damage buff while using the longsword. But I do feel it's a little gimmicky. I don't really like it, be completely honest. It might be like better for hunts, but I'd rather go back to the tent and switch equipment. It's not really that big of a deal. I guess it's there for convenience. It just feels weird.
You bring 2 weapons with you and you switch between them. Cannot be understated how big of a deal this is in Monster Hunter.
Good for speedrun min-max, but the thing is, like, even if you're switching around, and again, the min-max comes from, like, yeah, we use the HBG to give ourselves, like, a demon buff. But, like, in the case that you're like, okay, I want to do this hunt with dual blades, but now I want to do this hunt with longsword, you might have to, like, switch out armor sets anyways, which you can't do on the mount. So you'll have to go back to the tent if you, like, really want to utilize it, right? But in the case of, like, let's say you're going to do 2 hunts and one needs an ice bow, one needs a fire bow, then I can see it being, like, fine, because then you could just swap out between the both. So yeah, it's probably case usage. It's really not that big of a deal. It just feels a little weird.
Now there's a reason to focus on more than one weapon type because you might actually get the chance to use something different once in a while. Bringing a close range weapon and a projectile or something might not necessarily be the most earth-shaking thing. You might have something light, might have something heavy, doesn't really matter. But having the option is massively liberating. I know it sounds super...
Have you seen the speedrun for Arkveld with weapons no boulder damage? Yeah, we watched one yesterday where somebody just abused the charge blade, like, weakness point mechanic. It was disgusting. They were doing 500 damage per tick of, like, the chainsaw. Absolutely unethical.
Basic, but for Monster Hunter, it's legitimately massive. Still have to head back to base if you want to swap armor out, though. But as long as you have the mount, you can have 2 weapons instead of 1, which is great. And number 7 is focus mode. So combat feels pretty different on account of a new mechanic called focus mode. It's sort of like aiming in a third-person shooter, only now you can do it with everything including melee weapons. Sounds bizarre, I know. Kinda is, actually, but it works surprisingly well. The idea here is that you can more easily target monster weak points using focus mode and directly aiming at certain points on a monster. You'll attack wherever you're aiming on the reticle, and while in this mode, you always face the same direction as the camera, and when you attack, you're hitting what you're aiming. You can also guard in whatever direction you're aiming to, so it's easier to defend against certain attacks. Wounds play a key part in this whole thing. When you attack a monster, you generate wounds, which are highlighted when you're in focus mode. You direct your attacks against those spots to seriously damage a monster. There's also new focus strikes, which are special attacks that are just for focus mode, as you might have guessed. But they can deal massive damage against weak points on monsters, like breaking weak points or destroying wounds can stun the monster and make them vulnerable for a while. Focus mode is a big question mark at the moment, though. I'm not sure if it's going to completely change how people play Wilds, or is it maybe something you do once in a while. I'm not sure. It is not necessarily something you have to do the whole time. From my time with the beta, it did seem useful, but maybe a little situational. But it's also going to need time to fully assess. It's interesting, but I hope it doesn't completely upend how combat works in Wilds. I do like Monster Hunter's combat. Obviously, I think we all do. That's why we're here.
It's fine. I mean, it seems like a new feature. Yeah, I do agree that time will tell whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing for the series. It's hard to tell right now. To be fair, it just seems like the normal weakness, but now we're able to, like, honestly, the bigger game changer is aiming at the monster while holding in the left trigger. That to me is like an insane game changer that I don't think enough people are talking about. Like, yes, the weaknesses are cool and stuff. It seems like a lot of that's just going to come down to you have to really focus on hitting those weak points more often. But like being able to just aim your attacks, that's pretty crazy.
At number 6, there's entire herds of monsters now. The maps may be bigger, but they're definitely not empty. In Wilds, monsters aren't necessarily solitary creatures. Sometimes they come in entire packs with their own alphas, who are especially rough. In this game, major hunts aren't always just a one-on-one affair. Now, sometimes critters bring entire posses along with them. This could easily be overwhelming because monsters don't just fight well. They can use certain herd tactics to combat you. But there's also tools to separate monsters from the pack, like huge dung piles that you can shoot at monsters, which cause all the other nearby ones to flee because the one is now covered in crap. Get it? That's not the only thing that's going to make monsters more formidable in Wilds. According to the developers, overall monsters are going to have more health and a higher flinch than in World. They don't want to make the fights more tedious, so I think your player character is also a lot stronger now. So I guess they're evening the playing field there a little. I don't know. We're going to see exactly how that works out.
Why? What's with these clips? GameRanks has got to be trolling. At certain points, it shows like they've got to have better clips than this, right? Like, we just got replayed the same clip twice, which is just that he hooks a boulder and fucking misses. Why was this important for us to see? Yo! Good shit, man. And then we try to fire a dung at the monster, but hit the rock instead.
At number 5 is the weapons. All 14 weapons from World are back. Nothing new, just all the same stuff we got last time. Every weapon has been given a once-over by the design.
I think they should add new weapons. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't mind the old ones, except aside a few, which is whatever. But I really think they should start adding weapons to this series. Like, come on, man. How many fucking years has it been? Like, we're still running it back. I mean, that's what makes the series a series, but it's just like, brand new big title. We could have added something else, no? I don't know what it would be. Like a pike would be kind of cool, no? Like a spear? A spear would be sick. Or like some type of like, I don't know, like a whip. Yes, like a staff. Like dual swords. Not, well, I guess dual blades are kind of like that. Like dagger crossbow or something, you know? A scythe would be neat. A spear and shield, that would be interesting. I feel like it's kind of hard because they hit all the playstyle angles. Yeah, I feel like they could still do it, though. I don't feel like it would be that difficult for them. They've already done it with, like... Brother, we got, like, fucking artillery guns and shit in this game.
team. They do feel new. They're nice looking. A lot of the weapons have been seriously reworked, so they're more complex looking than ever. Tons of combos, special abilities, unique gimmicks. It does make them more fun to use with more overall
Spear and shield
depth.
just lands,
Just
true.
from playing around with the weapons in the beta, they feel a little faster than they used to. Combat definitely faster in Wilds than in World, but not quite as speedy as Rise. It's sort of a middle ground where weapons still feel powerful and heavy, but you're a little more responsible.
Combat is faster than Worlds, but not as speedy as Rise.
Overall, the Slinger is back, of course, and it can do everything it could before, but with an awesome new ability where it can grab things from the environment from far away, so you can grab healing bugs without having to get close, or grab pods from more far away, and start shooting immediately. I said shart there. I'm leaving that one in. I said shart. Shart is a funny...
Can we reuse that same boulder clip again?
Having to get close, grab things from the environment from far away, so you can grab healing bugs without having...
Bro, what is with this fucking boulder clip? They refuse to show any other... Is that all we did? Was we fought this thing once for this video? God damn it, man. Like, why do we keep showing this fucking, like... Because of the Slinger, I guess? Jesus Christ, bro.
To get close or grab pods from more far away, and start shooting immediately.
He actually missed the dunk, right? I'm not crazy.
To get close or grab pods from more far away.
I'm pretty sure the boulder stuffed the pod.
Far away.
Like, it looks like it did.
Grab healing bugs without having to get close or grab pods from more far away.
Does that hit it? It looks like it missed.
Away, and start shooting immediately. I said shart there. I'm leaving that one in. I said shart. Shart is a funny word. Hope the editor leaves that one in. What was I saying? Besides shart. Oh yeah, you can grab healing bugs and pods and stuff from far away and start shooting immediately. Start shooting right away. You know what I was trying to say. Just streamlines the process of loading up ammo into the Slinger, and it makes it a lot easier to use in the heat of battle. Right back on track, Falcon. Good work. On top of the other combat mechanics I've already covered, there's a few more, like Power Clash, which happens when you block certain attacks. There's basically a power struggle like between the player and the monster. There's also offset attacks, which can happen when you hit a monster as it's attacking. It's risky, but if you hit them at the right time, it'll knock them off balance and it'll leave them open to a powerful counterattack. Good stuff. And number 4, let's talk a little bit about 4-player co-op here. So for the most part, multiplayer works pretty much the same as in World. You can still call for help using an SOS flare and form groups of up to 4 players simultaneously. The one big change is that the SOS flare can now be used offline, which calls in 3 NPC hunters to help you
I actually didn't know that.
The roster. Obviously, these guys they're not as good as a real person per se, but it's a welcome option either way. I don't see the servers going down anytime soon. I mean, World still has active multiplayer, but this sort of future-proofing is always something I would like to see, obviously. Someday, certain multiplayer-focused hunts will be rendered impossible, or at least mostly impossible for normal people in World, but in Wilds, even when the player base has moved on, you'll still be able to experience everything in the game. Maybe they should patch this into World, just for the sake of it, though. Just saying.
We gotta sharpen that blade,
And
bro.
number 3, armor is no longer gender locked. This is one that people have been requesting for a really long time now. They finally made it so your character can just wear whatever armor you want. What's cool about this game is they're not changing how armor works in any way. They're just making it so that regardless of what 3D model you choose at the beginning of the game, you can just equip it however you want. It's no longer gender specific. So there's 2 versions of every armor. They're not like censoring the game or anything like that. They're just giving the player more options, and that's good. And number 2, broken parts auto loot now. Might sound small, but seriously, thank you like a ton to Capcom for this one. I can't stress this enough. There's nothing more frustrating in the old games than managing to break a specific part that you kind of desperately need for a piece of armor, only you lose track of it. You could cut off a tail, you kill the monster, try to rush back and carve it before the end of the mission.
I don't like that. No, I don't like that. No. No, if you don't go back for that thing and pick it up, you should fucking lose it. You need to lose it. Don't tell me Don't fucking tell me, oh, it sucks if you don't go. Fuck you. You lost out on it. Okay? The auto loop is bullshit. I don't like that. That's too much. That's too many changes. That's way too many changes.
Timer runs out. You might end up in the wrong direction. You get nothing. It's awful.
Oh,
You might forget that a piece of the monster dropped and you forgot to pick it up. And, oh, it's really bad.
No, fuck you. You lost it. Good luck. Go again. Oops. You forgot to carve the tail. Oops. Fuck you. Go again. That's the game. That's the whole game. What do you mean? I don't like how inconvenient the game is?
I don't like because I cut off a piece of the monster and I forgot to pick up the monster. I don't have it.
Oops. Go replay the hunt then. That's the game.
Much more forgiving option. Like, you go through the trouble of breaking the monster horn. Why not just get the material? It does streamline.
Just get the material. Go through the trouble. This is what's wrong with fucking modern gaming, bro. Actually, unironically, that's what's wrong with these fucking gamers. Okay, time and time again, these lazy fucks. Okay, all these fucking lazy ass gamers.
I don't like how inconvenient the game is. Because I have to play the game and the game is inconvenient.
Fuck you. Go play a fucking, like, I don't know, AFK, like, gotcha game on your phone then, where it does everything for you, and the only thing you have to do is swipe your credit card. God forbid you have to go press down on your left stick and then press the fucking B button next to a piece of loot.
Oh, but then because it's like if I cut off the horn.
No, ridiculous. This is like the developers, they're catering to too many of these fucking stupid normies on the forums that bitch about this shit, okay? These fucking normies goddamn ruining everything, man. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Sick of it. They keep listening to them, and these normies are ruining the games.
In the game, yes, and sometimes people complain about streamlining, but I'm gonna...
Would you make nets and pickaxes items again? The thing that's annoying about the nets and pickaxes was that they would break. That's what's actually annoying about them. So sometimes you'd have to bring like 5 with you for like a mission, and all 5 would break, and like the collection's RNG, so you just fail the quest arbitrarily because you didn't have enough nets. Yeah, that's cringe. Sure, whatever. But did I mind doing the pickaxe and the nets and having those? No, that's like, okay, sure. Yeah, I just need to remember to bring a net, bring a fishing rod, bring a pickaxe, whatever. By the way, you were limited in inventory previously as well. Like in 4U, you're actually unironically limited by inventory.
I'm gonna argue this is streamlining in a very good way. Like, old school fans might decry stuff like this as trying to appeal to casuals, but
okay, listen. All right, listen. Okay, yes, I am crying about it. Okay, so what's your point then? Okay, yes, I'm upset.
I don't care. Give me the loot.
What? What do you mean you don't care? You don't care? Fuck you. Fuck you, don't care. You fucking casual? You fucking replaying the same stupid ass boulder clip goddamn 8 times in one video? Why the hell are you not sharpening your fucking greatsword as you're hunting the Alpha Dashaguma? Brother, this shit is yellow. I watched it go red.
Loot, it's as far as I'm concerned, the right thing to do. Do good by the Monster Hunter fans.
It's not, man. It's not the right thing to do, Falcon. You don't get it, okay? You don't get it. The more you start like auto loot, it's gonna be auto attacking. You already have auto mount. You have like so many fucking auto things. The magic of this series, okay, is that things are hard. That's what it is. Things are supposed to be difficult. And then you're climbing through the difficult and through the struggles and through the hurdles. That's the point of the series. It's not meant to be like just give you everything. It's supposed to be that once you conquer the difficult thing, you have this sense of accomplishment, okay? Once you defeat this tough monster that was just beating your ass over and over and over again, and once it finally clicks and you kill it, you realize, wow, I feel a sense of accomplishment because I did the thing. Instead of, it should just be given to you because you you just pay. 2 steps to pick up loot is difficult. It's just like, sure. I mean, that end of itself, like, is the loot thing really the end all be all? No, it's not. Okay? It just goes in your inventory. Whatever. But it's just like, it's just one step forward towards like automated gaming. When it's like one of the few series that doesn't hold your hand, that doesn't really care about just giving you things for free. You know what I mean? Like that's what that's the beauty of this series. Is that like much like Dark Souls is just very like visceral with it, where it's just like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you the entire time. This game is like, you know what? Take it or leave it. You know, it's just like the game doesn't handhold. It's like I don't know. It just feels like you're exploring the world. It feels like you're accomplishing things by yourself. You know, if you forget to cut off the tail, that's just how it should be. Like you missed out on loot. You know, next time you won't forget. You know what I'm saying? Is it like annoying? Not really. Like the hunt is 45 minutes. The tail drops maybe once if you cut it off, and then it takes like less than 30 seconds to cut it. You know what I mean? It's not really that difficult to get a tail. It's like a nice little break where you get to enjoy the scenery, the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. But I digress because Falcon says, I don't care. Give me the loot.
That have shit to do. You know, thank you, Capcom. Thank you for doing this seriously. And finally, at number 1, Monster Hunter Wilds release date sure closing in. It's officially releasing on February 28th. For the PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, both on Steam and the Epic Game Store. Also, it is
Epic
not
Game
coming
Store.
to PS4. It's current gen systems only. Also, no Switch, but it's rumored that it's coming to the Switch too. We don't know that's happening for sure.
Right, your Switch is going to explode in your hands if you download this game and launch it.
Now, if you're interested in getting the game on PC, be sure to check out the system requirements and download the benchmark tool. If this game is a beast, no pun intended, the system requirements might not look bad on paper, but I mean, the recommended settings are they're modest sounding with the 2060 Super to get the game running at 1080p on medium settings, but that's with frame gen turned on, and AMD's version that's compatible with the lower powered GPUs, making frame gen a requirement to get decent FPS. It makes me a little worried about how the game is going to perform on launch date. I'll say the beta didn't fill me with a ton of confidence in terms of performance. Capcom hasn't really been one for launching games in a state lately, so hopefully they get that performance under control, because pretty much everything else about WoW...
What is this clip? Why do we have to see this?
In terms of performance,
Whoa.
Capcom hasn't really been one for launching games in a state.
Whoa!
Lately, so hopefully
Like what? What was that whole clip sequence? Like that's what we got. That's the best we got. Yo, that was sick. I like how we hit it once in like 8 swings.
Because pretty much everything else about Wilds seems pretty bang on, amazing, good stuff. So yeah, did that wet your whistle? I sure hope so. Leave a comment. Let us know.
I know Falcon. I take it or leave it with Falcon. I'll be honest. Now Jake Baldino is prime. Falcon, you know, Falcon has some hits, has some misses. You know what it is. Anyways. Almost thought it's going to run well on PS5 or Pro. RE Engine is dumb heavy for no reason. Low to high is Nintendo FPS efforts. I mean, it's probably going to run better on the PlayStation than on the PC. Let's just be honest. Yo, we're at 1.1k subs today, guys. Let's go. I even put up a short this morning. Very epic. But I have to hit like a certain amount of hours watched before like the channel becomes monetized, which is pretty funny. I like that that's part of their new program. Speedrun Comp, if you want to check it out. What is this?
Hello and welcome back to Raze Gaming and more month.
No. All right, let's play some World. Are we allowed to say how many hours? I'm curious. With what? Are you allowed to say I'd rather pay to win? Are you allowed to say how many hours? I'm curious. With what? With the YouTube thing. I think it was 3,000. I think you have to have 3,000 hours before it's monetized. Like total watched, or it was that, or 3 million YouTube short views, which that's a lot too. All right, time to run it back in World. We are doing the Okay, this game is almost destroyed my computer launching. Jesus. All right. Here we go. Wait, can't I just like... Okay. This is modded or vanilla world? It's modded. Just it's slightly modded. So the mods are like quality of life mods. They're not like anything game breaking. Obviously no like... I think we have like a performance mod is the only like real game tweak, but also we have